Yo, what's good? Welcome to Six City Show. I'm Jay.
I'm G.
And I still don't have my mic. Bruh, this
Sorry.
handheld mic joint is trash.
You gotta hold it in your hand for a little while longer, all right? That's it.
What you mean by that?
Huh?
Yo,
Yo, man, we got a guest in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what's your name, brother? I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name's Holler.
Holler with the hard R?
Introduce yourself.
That's
man.
crazy.
I'm dead, man. For everybody who don't know, my first name Trayvon, but I go by Trago Fuego. Yes, sir.
How'd you get that name?
I actually had a song. I can't remember the song name. Whatever I said in that bitch, it was like, you better get your oven mitts. Trago got that Fuego. I don't see nobody touching this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, Trago Fuego. And I just put that bitch together. I'm like, that. I just ran with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You still do music?
Yeah, I do music.
What's your hardest bar you think you ever spit?
I think it says some shit like, I'm a vegan. I don't really like the internet beef. Like shit like that.
So quick question: Who would you say is like your top 5 dead or alive? Top 5.
That a lie, I ain't gonna say top. I can say my favorite.
Yeah, say your favorite.
Tupac, Biggie, Lil Wayne.
Incredible answer.
I mean, I can take it back. I ain't gonna say Jay-Z. I mean, I listen to it because my pops, but Dr. Dre, I just say the whole Death Row.
Dre a rapper?
Yes. He can rap,
But
nah.
if that's no, he
But
can.
I just like that song
But
with him and
it's your
Exhibit on it, bro.
favorite,
You know,
Yeah.
and shit, I say Drake. You can't really go wrong with Drake.
Wonderful list, man.
Yeah, you
wonderful
can't really
list.
go
We're already
wrong
off
with
to a
Drake.
bad start here.
I'm dead.
We're already off to a
He
bad
hates
start
Drake.
here.
I feel it, but you can't really go wrong with Drake, though. Drake make music for damn near everybody, so regardless of the fact.
He only likes kill drill music. He's
Yeah.
The gaslighting is starting early,
I-
my guy.
Man.
Can you pull up your most played playlist real
Nigga
quick?
favorite
Well, last
artist.
night I was listening to a lot of G Herbo and yes. But, I mean, why do you like Drake?
It just depends on the mood that you in. I can't really say so, but, you know, when I do music, write music, or record music, it ain't really about why I like it. It's about just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I listen to the music for the lyrics, the bars too, but also the feel, because,
Gotcha.
you know.
So you
it's
sound like
more-
you have a good taste in music, right? So you probably would agree that Eminem is not even in like the top 30.
I mean, it depends on what you're talking about, what aspect of it.
Right, but you have a good taste in music, though.
It depends.
Right. So you would say like Eminem is outside the top 30, right?
No.
No, where's he at?
I mean, he at least top 10.
Come on. Thank you.
Yo, you.
I mean,
Thank you.
He doesn't know music. He really don't.
Wow.
He don't know hoops. He don't know. He don't know nothing.
Well, he can
can't-
say I don't know hoops. You can say
But
that.
why-
I'm not even
why-
gonna get into that with you, buddy.
Why you ain't got Eminem in your top?
Listen, when
10
it comes to
or at
music,
least
I'm not gonna
30?
lie. When it comes to music, all right, I'm gonna be real.
Now, mind you, remember what you asked him. You said, "Why don't you have Eminem in your top 10?" Now listen to his answer.
All right, listen. First of all, when it comes to music, I will not lie. I don't really know music like that, but I know music enough to know that white man is not in the top 10.
That's
I do
crazy.
know that.
But
So I'm just gonna. We
your
don't have,
argument just went out the window right there. The first word you said, that white man. So you gauging it because he white,
Come on.
or you gauging it because his music
he's a
not
guest.
good?
Oh, no, do you think that's acceptable to negate him because he's white?
What you're gonna try to do is you're gonna try to say, oh well, are you accepting people who negate you because you're black?
Yes.
So,
Do you think that's an acceptable
It
thing
ain't-
for
it
them
ain't-
to do?
it ain't-
It ain't.
Yeah,
for
that's
me,
what I was
I was
going.
just like, his
My
skills.
question-
I've studied this nigga. I know his archetype.
Nah, but I'm asking though. My question ain't really a race thing. It's just your preference. Do you prefer hearing like, you know?
No, I just honestly I don't like his music. I think his music is trash. I really do.
What song have you
Why
heard that
can't you
think
just
is
say that
trash?
without mentioning he's white?
Because some people may not know who Eminem is, so I have to describe.
Clearly, he said he's in his top 5 though, so he
Niggas
knows.
I'm talking for the
Eminem,
viewers though. For the
Average,
viewers,
everybody know
some of the
Eminem.
viewers may not know. We have a lot of international viewers, right? Some of the viewers may not know who Eminem is.
So why didn't you say? Oh, you mean the song Dre did with the guy from Pimp My Ride? I guarantee you a lot more people know Eminem.
That's how mid
than they
Eminem
know-
is. I didn't even know he made that song.
No, that's Xavier.
No,
he talking about.
No, exhibit.
Exhibit. I-
So you
Exhibit.
so you didn't make a.
Xavier is crazy.
And he's from
Yo,
California.
you from Cali?
Hold on.
Oh, you're done.
This nigga's from Atlanta. He got a Falcons tattoo,
Everybody listen
nigga.
to Exhibit, nigga. What? He do.
You used to watch his shit though.
Yeah, for sure.
Pimp
For
My
sure.
Ride was on your
Yeah,
ass.
nigga
What you
on
mean?
the TV, for sure. But music? No, I
Nah, if you ain't heard it, go listen to it though. It's called "What's the Difference" with Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Exhibit. That bitch hard, bro.
He not gonna listen to it because Eminem's on it.
I mean, it's straight, but you listen to it, that be hard, bro.
What's Eminem's group?
D12.
Slaughterhouse.
Well, D12 is his group. Slaughterhouse was like a group that he was trying to bring up.
I'm about to say that. Nigga, them niggas is hard. Like Joel Ortiz and all them. Joe Budden. I mean,
I fuck with Joe Budden. You gotta I see you got a tattoo on your neck. It's your area code from where you're from, right? Jacksonville.
Yeah, 904.
So who's the best rapper right now out of Jacksonville? Jacksonville hip hop scene is going crazy.
Facts.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna just go with success because I'm gonna just say Tokyo Jets. Really, I say Tokyo Jets. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of them, but it ain't really a lot of them though, because a lot of people don't really view Jacksonville as no
Powerhouse.
authentic music place. You know, it's really just like drill or, you know, diss and dead ops and shit. So I don't fuck with none of that shit. That ain't really my style of rap. I don't get into none of that shit. I'm from the environment, but I don't get into that shit. That shit dead.
So even if though you're from there, you don't feel like that music influenced you at all.
It don't. I mean, like I said, I grew up in a home with my mom. You know, growing up, I only heard a couple, you know, rappers from my area that I knew. One of them, and shout out to him, 904 Hatch Boy. I grew up listening to his shit. He was one of the neighborhood rappers and shit. Like, so I grew up on his shit. I ain't gonna say it was like inspirational for me to rap because I was still hooping. I was still in sports. But thinking back on it now, it's like, damn, you know, I kind of got into music thinking like, okay, cool, they can do it. I can do it. I can possibly be better than them. So
you
like,
were more influenced by the success they were having with their music as opposed to what they were talking about.
It's compared to basically, yeah, because all the people, my peers, they listen to them. So it's like shit, growing up, it's like, damn, I listen to that shit, but I'm also old school. Like, I'm an old soul, so I listen to old school music. Naturally from my mom, you know what I'm saying? So, all right.
hold on real quick. What's your top 5 artists of all time, no matter what genre?
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Damn, bro, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Got some flavor to him.
Yeah.
Unlike those Jamaican.
Like Luther Vandross. Oh, like old school. Y'all don't know this dude. His name Peebo Bryson.
Yeah, I ain't
But
never
I
heard of
like the one song, Can You Stop the Rain? Something like that.
Oh yeah.
But it's a lot more. I'm just naming the 5 that I listen to the most in my playlist. I listen to the same playlist.
Bro, I got Gladys Knight up there, bro. I can.
See, I can't really get into that though. That's more so my mom, probably my sisters and stuff. I mean, I heard it. Like, it's good music, but it ain't my it ain't what I
Yeah,
feel.
y'all better than me. I listen to a lot of funk. My pops was like bass player and shit, so I got a lot of them in my, you know what I'm saying, and my uncle. Shout out to
No Teddy Pendergrass for y'all at all?
Teddy Pendergrass. Now that's a different lane. See, that's when I'm squishing cheeks. That's
That's why I said it really
Teddy
just
is up
depends on
there.
your personality, bro. Cause bro, you got a lot of people like this motherfucker who be like, oh, I don't listen to that shit. I don't listen to it. Or when they play it around you, they'll cut it off real quick
Like, what the
before
hell
it come
is
on.
this bullshit? Yeah.
But behind closed doors, that's what they listening to. They ain't gonna tell you, but that's
They
what
ain't
people
tryna be
listening
corny.
to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't corny. It's
Hey,
just
listen, if I'm on
the
Ox,
music.
I'm playing my music.
Right.
I don't care
Right.
what you
Right.
talking about.
shit.
I feel him on that though, cause bro, I listen to rock and roll, bro, but I'm not better.
What do you think the best rock and roll is to you?
See, I don't know the difference in genres and shit like that.
like
I mean,
name.
not type, but like, who do you listen to?
Living Color. Living
Linkin
Colour.
Park,
Lincoln,
tough.
bro.
Linkin Park.
Lincoln. I'm Chester. That dude, buddy died. But the first song I heard from Linkin Park was "Burn It Down."
Yeah.
Bro, them niggas was like that because they used to do a lot of collabs with Jay-Z and shit like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dago.
To
man.
Numb, Encore.
Yeah, Encore. I used to watch a lot of wrestling when I was a kid too. So all them wrestlers' theme songs would be like
Rock music.
rock and roll, bro.
Yeah.
But if you listen to that shit around niggas, a lot of niggas gonna try to clown you for it. So
Shit.
I was in it since I was like a kid, but I never listened to it around people for fear of like people saying like, "Oh,
Getting
this shit
flamed.
trash." Yeah.
I mess with Heart too. Heart. I mess with Bon Jovi's tough.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam's tough. Cause they got
Okay.
that's Black Betty. They
What,
made
Pearl Jam?
Pearl Jam made Black Betty, right?
Yeah, they did. I gotta look. All right.
Oh, Black Betty, Bam, that joint. That was Pearl Jam, right? Oh, well, fine.
I
But
know
Pearl Jam makes
one-
some shit. Like you heard that song Jeremy? Remember that shit in Canada and then kids called them people?
Yeah, I know. Yo.
Yeah.
I know what
That
you're
song.
talking
That song. Go.
But you said you know One Rock.
I know One Rock. It's called by something named RX Theory of a Dead Man. But it's like Medicate. Like that shit hard, bro.
Oh, Hollywood Undead is tough. But one of the best songs I've ever heard is "Don't Take the Girl" by Tim McGraw, bro. A country song. Boy.
Shout out to my nigga, bro.
Boy.
See, I can't get in the country.
Y'all tripping.
Boy.
Get your soul right, dog. You listen to the country.
He got me on that over and over again with Nelly.
Oh, Nelly, yeah.
I thought that was Miley Cyrus' dad.
Bro,
When I first
Chris
seen his
Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey, and what was the other? I Was Wrong by Chris Stapleton. Boy.
Everything you just said, this nigga get hoes, bro. This nigga get hoes. I know what you do, bro.
No.
All you need is listen to niggas' music choice, bro. I promise to God, you can tell how you get hoes.
Nah,
I see you,
I
bro.
nigga be smashing
Bro,
Blake Shelton and shit.
Bro, this nigga be like
Blake Shelton
candles
talk
and
to
shit all around the
God's
house.
country.
Come on,
Boy.
man. Be burning incense
Talk to me.
and shit.
Yeah,
Come
talk
on,
to me
nah,
nice.
This nigga get down, bro. I see you, bro.
Wait,
No,
that's
see
what you
you.
do? Like all that?
Nigga,
No, see, that's what he does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you're
My music.
Hey, I gotta make sure this woman have a great time. All right.
I don't know nothing about that.
I
I'm
give a
saving
bitch a
myself
massage, and I'm in her back. Come on now, we know the truth. But it's okay. You do get down like that too. You just trying to play it off the
I
camera.
don't, though.
It's cool though. But look. On another note, you said you're gonna beat us in hooping, which is crazy. So like, I mean, you ball though. You really hoop. Like nigga, I seen you hoop. You and G hoop together, and we got to go to the court after this for sure. Cause you said you know. What I'm saying.
the allegation was that
that's
you
a fact. It ain't even I mean, it's an allegation because, like I said, I had my facts wrong.
Right.
Like,
But we got to
hoop
prove
against
that.
each other. But
Yeah.
I mean, on the same token, I mean, it can be spoken to existence. You know.
Yeah, anything can.
No,
in
but
life.
what can be spoken to is this: is that you'll bust his ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody.
He said you too.
Gotcha.
Man, that's
Think he's
anybody.
giving you buckets?
Gotcha.
What's the score between you and him?
I think he.
What we going to?
I think he would be.
That's the first
I
time.
mean,
I've
cause that's a
heard.
dub. Cause one, bro, the speed, you long.
Pause.
Like
When
niggas
I
be.
said that,
Yeah.
I was
See, that's
we
you that
paused.
type of nigga. See, I don't
I
even
just
think
paused
that.
it
No,
though.
you
I just
good,
paused
you
it.
good.
Nah, you good. We gonna pause it every
No,
time.
you straight. I feel you. But nah, bro. So you got height. So it's like, okay, boom. You probably gonna block some of my shit, but it's like, one, my mid range game, but I ain't missing. Two, my speed, my first step is over with. It's over with.
It's currently 2:18
Oh, that's straight,
p.m.
bro. You don't even understand. I'm ready now. I just
LA
we
Fitness
gotta go to the
closes
crib
at
and
10
come back.
p.m. We will be there later.
Head,
So how like you hooped in Jacksonville too?
yeah, I played.
How was it growing up in Jacksonville and hooping there? I mean, because I'm not sure if you grew up in the hood there or not.
No, I grew up in
grew
the
up in the
projects,
hood?
but I grew up in Jacksonville Beach. So a lot of people gonna think it's like, oh, that's where the white folks at and shit. But we should have a project out there. So like 1st through 6th and 1st through 9th horizontally was the projects. That was the shitty part of Jacksonville. Jacksonville Beach, brick homes, apartments and shit. Got to go to the housing authority, pay rent, all type of shit. But growing up out there, it was alright. I mean, but hooping out there, it ain't really. You got to go to the other side of town. So when I transferred 10th grade from the school called Fletcher on the beach, and I went to the west side, went to Ed White, I could ball, but not like them. They hoop. These was niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I hoop with white niggas, Asian motherfuckers. Like they could ball, but they wasn't on them niggas level. So it was a whole different ball game, and that's really why I hoop how I hoop now. Like, and that shit helped me a whole lot. So
Now, would you say I'm not sure if you was in the streets or not, but if you weren't, would you say sports kept you out the streets?
nah, I ain't never been. My mom kept me from that shit. I ain't never been no. I done. You grew up around it, but the way my mama was, bro. And by the time the lights come on,
Facts.
all type of shit. Like she didn't know what we was doing on our own time. I tell her now that shit be funny. Like traveling all across the city with me and my brother type shit. Ain't no, but we made sure we back in for them lights came on.
True.
So that's how I grew up. So I seen all the bad shit. Certain things that like drugs and shit. I ain't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up, I didn't know what that was. Like I heard of it, but I ain't actually physically see it being done type shit. Like dudes came away from it, and two, I was so occupied with being outside with my friends, playing sports and shit. So I didn't have time to think about none of that shit. until I got older and I realized, damn, these motherfuckers was coming to school high. Like, I know what that looked like now. I didn't know what to look for then. So it's just like, shit, I mean, that's just a blessing in itself because I can take it there. You know, I'm always going to be Florida, period. Like, but there's no need in a place, especially like this, where you don't have to be. So I don't even keep that persona no more.
Some good bars right there, man.
We just had a whole conversation last night, and you basically just discredited everything he said.
I mean, the reason I'm not. I mean, I love what he said. But the reason I'm not.
You agree with it?
The reason I'm not
You
gonna
agree with it?
Yeah, for sure. But
Okay.
the reason I'm not gonna respond back to you.
You are responding right now, so let's continue. So, did you play basketball in college?
Yeah, I played. I'm dead. Y'all niggas. I'm dead.
Nigga had enough.
Yo, oh my
I'm dead,
God, bro.
man.
No, continue. So, what school you go to?
I went to a school called Morris College, but y'all boys, I tried to get right, cuz I can't even get right, cuz.
You get a friend.
Nah, but a nigga went to a school called Morris College, a little small HBCU school in Sumter, South Carolina. That shit was straight. It was a good experience, but
What you gotta say about that?
Sumter, John Morant, is Sumter hood?
yeah,
Is it?
it's crazy.
Now, wait, hold on.
This is bad. This is bad.
All right. So, you went to school in Sumter. How long was you in Sumter for?
I went for a year.
Gotcha. Now, do you know like what part of town John Morant grew up in?
Nah, I ain't heard of him. I mean, I know John Morant, but I didn't hear him. I graduated high school in 2014, so I was in college from 2014 to 2015.
Okay.
So I think he was either still in high school or whatever grade.
So it could have changed in a year.
I mean, something gonna be something, but I mean, I just feel like. Cause I know you niggas, bro. I didn't watch this shit.
You
So
already
I
seen
feel
that?
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like
No,
y'all
there's
trying
no
to get
bait
me in a
being thrown.
situation
No,
like,
there's
no bait
nah,
being
like
thrown.
is that nigga hood or some
Right,
shit like that? Like,
right.
I don't believe he is.
Okay.
Type shit. Like
Okay.
his parents, his dad, he just got hurt.
Yeah.
Type shit. So I know he was in a good home and shit. He probably seen the same way how I am.
Yeah.
You see it, but you don't get into it type
Exactly.
shit because of your structure that you got at home. So that's the same way he is. But you know, niggas be wanting to do that shit. Just it make him seem cool.
Now niggas got money. See,
with that.
some
I agree with that.
some niggas get money. They like, now I can start being like my family a lot more. I can start laying back. You know what I'm saying? So his people, his cousins, his brother, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas might have been in the street.
But it was definitely his environment, though. The environment
I
is
mean,
something.
it's always your environment that's gonna shape 90% of who you is. I'm just saying 90, but it might be lower, it might be a little higher, but whatever you're around, you're gonna adapt to that type shit.
But he made a great point earlier. He said that he wants to be cool. He thinks it's cool.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to do that.
But it was definitely
chose
his
to do it,
environment, right? Everybody, every human has a sense of tribalism. Like everybody wants to fit to a group. Nobody wants to be outcast and live in a cave by themselves. Because everybody would do it, right?
I mean,
Obviously-
it ain't even that. It's like I said, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the project. Like I can be street,
Yeah,
but I choose not to be.
yeah.
Like,
You know it's not
But
the right
see,
way.
but see,
it ain't even about the right way, because sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
Some people ain't got no choice but to do that. But when you in a position like him, you ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
Like I came from Jacksonville to here. I don't gotta be that here. It ain't the same environment, and I be catching myself doing certain shit and thinking and acting on how I would in Jacksonville here, when it's like, damn, this ain't even the environment I got to do this in. That type of shit. It's a choice. I mean, you either choose to do it or not. I'm not finna do that shit.
Would you say it's a bad choice for people that don't have to do it?
That don't have to do it is stupid. It ain't a bad choice. It's stupid. Motherfuckers getting the game 22 years old. Why?
Crazy.
Just
Why?
now hopping off.
Like,
crazy.
why?
Yeah.
Like, all type of shit. Like, y'all doing certain shit that y'all don't have to do. You got bread. Your people got bread. What you need to game bang for?
Niggas think the
What you
struggle
need
is
to go
fun.
steal for?
Shit weird.
Like, especially up here. I moved up here. I'm like, damn, bro, niggas up here is privileged. Like, and y'all complaining? Fuck, I grew up in a 3-4 bedroom home with 8-9 people in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
talk about struggle, nigga eating peanut butter sandwiches.
Come
like,
on.
Y'all niggas got all type
You
of
ever ate a
resources up
syrup
this bitch.
sandwich?
Yes.
Come on.
Have you? Hold
Oh,
on.
no.
Yes.
Have you ever put bologna on your syrup sandwich?
Nah, I ain't just syrup, hella syrup, and bread.
But would you agree that's disgusting? and you should be locked up. If you do
Listen,
something.
I mean, everybody got different
when
tastes.
When you in that moment where you ain't got nothing else, bro, your instincts gonna take over, bro.
No,
like,
no.
you don't eat
Right,
He
right, bro.
said he's putting syrup and bread. No bologna.
Wait,
none
he
of that
said if
shit.
that's all you got to eat,
That's
you know
all
what I'm
the nigga
saying?
had.
You can take the bologna off.
I wanted to put it on there. Look, it turned into a cup when you put it in the microwave. So I was
Hey,
like,
man.
You
shit.
never ate syrup and bread?
Syrup and bread.
Bruh.
I'm not a big fan of syrup.
It's
Okay.
I'm
it's
not a big fan of
I'll
syrup.
go.
I didn't eat syrup sandwiches.
without the
I-
bread being toasted and shit. It's just like French toast.
Exactly.
Just without the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I used to take like cinnamon because my mom was not having syrup in the house to be poured on bread. So I used to take cinnamon and butter, toast that joint, put the butter or put it on like the oven skillet, both sides of the bread, put the butter on, put cinnamon on it, eat it.
nigga, them called struggle meals, bro. Hurricanes in Florida be a bitch, bro. You ain't got no microwave to warm your food up with. So you got cans and shit, stocking up on cans, bro. You eating cold kettle corn, bro.
Yep.
Like, that's why I learned to eat the noodles.
Yeah, I
Crunch
forgot.
them bitches up.
Bro, I
And he
still
put
be
the
doing
little salt.
shit.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Crunch them
yeah,
bitches
yeah.
up. Like, that's, I'm telling you,
Put the
then you
salt in
get
there,
used to
shake
it.
the bag up.
And that's like how niggas be getting out of jail and they still be doing that. That ain't like just something to do for camera. That's real shit. Like, they got so used to it. It's the norm. Like, they know they can go out and eat 24/7 whatever they want, but it's like the normal shit. They regular life, nigga, they finna eat them noodles crunched up.
Bro, give me your top 3 struggle meals.
Ramen noodles. Peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
Shit. And if you got cereal or something, just eat the fucking cereal.
Yeah.
But
Cereal
I
and
mean,
water. Not in the bowl. Not in the bowl.
Cereal and water, yo.
Nah, that
this
water
nigga
shit
needs to be
dead.
locked
Yeah, the
up.
water is
That
Y'all
nigga
niggas
shit.
tripping, bro.
No, I
You don't
never-
even, bro. You when you really think
I
about it, you
feel
be like,
you,
nigga,
though.
you don't even taste the milk for real. When
I-
you eat the cereal, you be like,
No,
nigga,
you
Nah.
don't
Because
taste
it's
the milk.
soggy
Damn
with,
near for real,
it's soggy
just
with
cereal.
calcium, all right? It's not soggy
With
with
H2O.
you need calcium right now. You need calcium right now.
talking about?
Hey,
It's healthier.
nigga, cereal bubbly as fucking that bitch, bro.
Hey, no, see, that's y'all,
dead.
that's y'all
Taking
perspective.
all the flavor out.
No,
the
listen,
cereal.
listen.
bro, like-
I don't even like my cereal soggy. So when I do, even when I got milk, I pour the milk in. I don't even let that shit sit for like 30 seconds. Nigga,
I mean, I get
Eat
you on
that
that
shit
because
up.
when I get cereal, I don't even I fill it up just enough for it to cover the bottom of the cereal. Like,
yeah. Oh,
I don't like
Just
all
enough
that
milk.
milk. You know what I'm saying? I
I'm
don't.
halfway. I
Type
like
shit.
drinking milk for real. But
I'm gonna put enough to where like I can eat my current bowl of cereal
and
and
put
like
a
I
little
can
bit
put a
more.
little bit more cereal in.
Nah, yeah. For sure.
Hey, nah. But the number one struggle meal for me,
Oh,
bro,
my God.
is baked beans, hot dogs, and rice, bro. That
Yeah,
was
basically beanie
Hot
weenies.
dogs.
Yeah.
Is the A1, yeah.
I say just plain bread.
I mean that too, but I mean if you got jelly and shit, I mean,
Yeah.
what you
I'm
gonna
not a
struggle
fan of
more for by not putting it on there?
Shit, them y'all tripping. Okay.
peanut butter toast. was a
ramen
thing,
noodle,
bro.
ramen noodles, right? Hot dogs, and we talked about it that day.
You say glizzies?
Come on now. bro.
Anyways, toasting your bread. I know, buttering your bread, cinnamon and sugar. Put it in the oven.
Nah, bro. The number
That shit
one
goes.
item your parents could have in your house when you were struggling is potatoes. All right? You can make fries. You can make baked potatoes, mashed potato. Nigga, boy, I felt like George Washington Carver with a potato in that crib, boy.
Dead.
My mom used to buy a sack of potatoes and nigga survive, okay?
You better than me, nigga. I cut the little slit, put butter in there, and put it in the oven, and just say bake.
I be telling for motherfuckers, like, I don't eat this, I don't eat that, bruh. You know what your body gonna tell you to do when
Man.
you ain't got shit to eat?
What?
Bruh,
Wait,
bro. You
wait,
finna eat
wait.
whatever's available, bro.
So, go get in your bag.
No,
Go
This
ahead,
nigga-
bro.
this nigga-
Nah, bro, G shit, go ahead, cause I be on this type of shit. Like I think about it all the time, cause it's like you never know what you're gonna do until you get in a situation, bro.
Facts.
Like a nigga say that shit cause you got it. You know you can go get whatever you can go get. So
Right.
you say I ain't gonna eat that.
Right.
But nigga, if you ain't had shit but black beans and pinto beans, nigga, you gonna eat them
You
shit.
gonna eat that motherfucker.
Like,
Bro, I don't care what it was, nigga. Them black eyed peas was sitting on that plate, man. I'm not eating them.
No, see, that's how I feel about coconut, bro. I'm not eating no coconut.
Oh, for real?
I'll never eat, bro. That shit is gross to
Bro,
me.
listen, I remember one
I've had
time
so
my
many
grandma,
times.
bro, she cooked dinner,
Mm.
and my brother wouldn't eat it. She put that joint in the Tupperware.
Yeah.
Breakfast came, reheated it. Put it on the plate. Hold on, wait. He still didn't want to eat it.
Yeah.
Lunch came, reheated it, slapped it right on the plate. It took this man like 36 hours to finish that one plate of food.
36
bro.
hours.
He kept saying he didn't want to eat it. I'm over there eating sun chips, boy. I ate my dinner.
see, I ain't even gonna cap, bro. See, my mom was a savage, bro. Like I respect her for it because I understand the value of $1 from it.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, Like growing up, you don't care about, you know what I'm saying, money and shit like that. So you don't know how much that shit be costing. When you got a hella kids, that shit a motherfucker. So she used to make a motherfucker eat squash. I hated squash. Like, and I sit there eat it, and it's just slimy. I throw that shit up.
No. Oh, go ahead.
What you finna do? You finna get up out the table? You finna eat that?
Bro,
Yeah,
I remember
could never
like-
leave the table until I finished
like-
my
the
food.
one when I
Except for
ate
coconut.
like I think it was like
shit.
beef stroganoff, bro. That's one meal I could not do. Like I told my mom when she cooked, I'm not eating this, bro.
What is
I
that?
can't. It's just like a beef, but it's like very tough.
What's-
got like some like
That'd
sauce
be
on
hard.
it.
What's the little dog food niggas be eating, bro? The Vienna sausages, bro.
Oh, I ain't never.
You don't
Say
like
dog
that?
food.
Nigga, that
You
shit
say
is nasty, yo.
I don't think they
Nigga,
dog.
bro,
the little red box.
it's not
they be
dog
putting in.
food.
Nah,
but
bro, this
you
one
talking
nigga-
about Vienna sausages, but that like in the same package like spam and
Nigga,
shit.
that
like
shit,
Yeah.
that shit
And they
look
got, like,
like
6 of
wet
them
dog
hoes
food.
in
Nigga, like, bro, I remember seeing a nigga eat that shit
Well, I
one
can't eat
time,
spam,
bro.
it's pork, man.
And the smell, like, if you ever smell wet dog food, bro, you know what that shit smell like, bro. And, bro, I almost threw up, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah,
I think
see,
I had.
that's a part of the struggle meal that I forgot.
The
You
Vienna-
ate Vienna
Spam.
sausages?
Yes, bro.
Oh man.
Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
bro.
Jesus.
Hot sauce, nigga. Back then, now I can't do it though. They don't taste like shit. But
You-
back then, nigga was on them
Just
shit.
like that. You've been locked up, right? Have you ever been locked up?
Well,
Why you just
No,
assuming?
no,
it was
I'm
like
just
that?
no, because
Nah,
I'm about to.
fuck with
black-
you.
No, no, stop. No,
I ain't never-
Because
He
has gold
I'm about,
teeth in
no,
his
if
mouth?
he,
I'm
no.
dead.
That's crazy. You
No.
know that's a Florida
All right,
thing,
listen,
right?
All right, listen. Have you ever been locked up? It's going back to the
I
food
mean,
conversation.
I have, but I haven't.
Okay, so have you ever ate the food in jail?
Yeah,
How was the food in jail?
ass.
It was ass. Was
Worst
it worse
food?
than Vienna sausages?
No,
No.
Yeah.
I mean it was alright. It ain't like, I mean, like I said, it's just, nigga, you hungry? Shit, I'm not finna goddamn not eat.
Because the way they make
I'm
it,
not even thinking about how it tastes. Shit, I'm just knowing I'm eating. That's one of them times where I'm doing what I got to do. Survival instincts. I don't give a fuck. It's nasty. It's a cliche on it. Oh, niggas get in there, you don't want to eat the food.
Yeah.
A nigga like me, you don't want it. I eat it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna finish the
mean,
food, bro.
that
Yo,
is what it
your
is,
mom
like-
said finish was on your plate. Waste not, want not. These are quotes from my house. I'm gonna finish without.
Man, niggas in that bit for 3 days, but they had a brownie. That bit look good,
Hard. as
smell
fuck.
good. Bro, you biting that motherfucker, you then they break your teeth. G shit. The
Because the way they make
sandwiches.
jail, bro, the way they make jail food, like, bro, is like cardboard. Like
I didn't hear a couple of my homies that been in there say, bro, that's the worst food I ever ate in my life. So that's why I'm being.
What were they in there for?
Huh?
What were they in there for?
I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'll
mean,
let
was
the-
it money activities or
Money
violent?
activities,
Okay,
for
so
sure,
they
every
probably
time.
were eating.
Yeah.
I think
Man.
it's a deterrent though. Like that food, that like they trying to deter people from getting.
It
in
ain't
there.
really no nutrients in it. It ain't
Mhm.
really
It's just
food
enough.
if you think about it. Like it's food, you know, it's gonna go in your stomach, but it ain't like food, bro. It's just
Not
it's just something. But that's what made me realize motherfuckers be getting creative in there though. Like by the shit that they bring you. Like I ain't had no chapstick in that bitch. But I used the fucking butter from the grits. Nigga, and was straight, nigga, for like 2 hours on that shit. On God.
So you must,
I
bro.
never heard that
You
one.
was in there for 3 days. You got some stories, bro. Cause I mean, I'm scared as fuck.
I
of
mean,
that shit,
it's
bro.
really about what we talked about, which we can talk about it later. You know, it was at the gym.
Yeah.
But it ain't really no stories though. Like I probably have to talk about that when we
Okay.
talk
So
about
drop
that
the
shit.
soap isn't a real thing, is what you're saying.
I don't know. I wasn't.
Okay.
That's
I
prison,
believe
nigga.
Holden. I ain't never go back like in
Yeah.
population. I was
Yeah.
just in Holden
Got
first
you.
because I was in the investigation.
You was in county?
Well, I was in Troop County Jail.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Troop County Jail.
They say county the worst than prison, because prison you gotta like get watched and shit. They say county is like, nigga, you got everybody in that bitch.
No, I don't know how that go. I mean,
No, no, you was a Holden. I'm
believe,
talking about
yeah,
pop-
I
Jim
believe
Pop.
it when they be saying it. It just depend on where you at.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I can't speak on it like from experience, and I ain't gonna say it in front, but I can just tell you from people who told me stories and shit that certain jail that you go at be straight. Some of them you ain't gotta worry about nothing, but other jails where you got a population of, you know, homophobics and people who just don't give a fuck, anything goes in there.
Gotcha.
So it just depends on where you go. Some niggas get lucky, some niggas don't. Like,
What, drawing
I used
cards,
to think
huh?
it was a weird thing though, because people always slander Michael Jordan for donating to the.
No, you got to. That wasn't the same Michael Jordan. It was a different one. They tried to make it seem like it was MJ, the Chicago Bulls MJ, but it was
Oh, it was a
it
different
was
Michael
a different
For
one.
the 10 M's?
Yeah, I had to save.
Hold
it
up,
real quick. I had
hold
to
up.
save it.
Will you?
You're saying MJ invested in prisons or private?
Oh, so it
prisons.
wasn't
No,
him.
it wasn't.
But
him.
even if it was him, people always say people who invest in privatized prisons and stuff like that, yeah, it's bad, right? But sometimes they increase the conditions of what those people, how those people are living in there.
It depends.
Yeah,
because there's some prisons. I mean, obviously it's a case by case basis, but a lot of these private prisons, bro, are ran, and no disrespect to HBCUs, but they're ran like private HBCUs, nigga. No ACs. The food is even worse than it is in the public schools or in the public prisons, bro. Because
But you don't think a lot of that's funding though?
That's what I'm saying. They're running on such a lower budget. So I wouldn't say private prisons are better.
I'm not saying they're better, but when people invest in them, I don't automatically think you're doing this because you want people in prison, right? Some people, like, I think there was one dude, he invested in like Fulton County to like fix the locks because they didn't have locks, so like you couldn't sleep in there because people could run through your shit. So I just think there's more.
That's crazy.
Hey man, stay out of prison, man. Stay out of jail.
100.
That shit is nowhere to be.
Man,
I can tell you that 100%.
How was it cold? It was freezing in there, wasn't
Cold as fuck. Yeah. See, like I said, my experience was totally different. I can't really, like, when, people talk about this type of shit, they actually talking about population. So it's different in the holding cell. Like, you still got, like, probably about 8, 9 people in there with you. Got, I ain't even gonna say beds, nigga. Them bitches, but from here to there, nigga. Literally. And I just stuck my feet through them bitches to sleep. But it's hard as fuck. You get a bed, that bitch hard as fuck, ripped and shit. Don't know who done been on it type shit. All type of shit. That shit just dirty, bro. They don't really give a fuck about you in there. I can tell you that now.
So do you want to get into like what you were there for?
Well, oh boy, that shit be hard. I mean, y'all ready to talk about it? I talk about it. But,
yeah, we can, so we can lighten the mood before the end of the podcast.
It ain't really gonna lighten the mood. I can tell you that.
No, lighten the mood after this story.
Oh yeah, I feel.
Yeah.
But nah, like unfortunate situation. Last year on November 12th, went to an event, from my dad's grandma or whatever, and me, my brother, my mom, my sisters, and all them was down there. I wasn't even finna go type shit. So me and my dad had a little issue before, or whatever. I ain't gonna speak on it, but he had an issue before, so we weren't seeing eye to eye. Get there, he tried to talk to me. I ain't really trying to talk and shit, because I feel betrayed at this point. So it just like the day went on, how our family is, like we the outsiders type shit. Yeah. Like, everything my mom and my dad went through, it's like
they looked at y'all as like
they looked at us different. Like we did something as far as his side of the family type shit. So it is what it is on that, but so we felt isolated. We all outside and shit, everybody else inside having a good time and shit. And this shit was just awkward the whole day. And like I had my little girl there, my little nieces, nephews was there and shit. And I just heard that my brother and my dad was finna fight, my brother TJ. And I'm just like, damn, like, growing up, that's a normal thing for us. Like, we fought our dad and shit. He fought us. Like, we didn't just fight him to do it. Like, he fought us type shit. He had problems, like anger issues type shit. And that was our life. So I'm like, damn, at least if y'all gonna fight, don't let everybody else see it. That's our life. This what we go through. So I'm trying to, diffuse the situation. And I just noticed, like, my mom with one of my cousins, and they basically pointing at the door, and I see my brother walk in, getting his jacket and shit, but it's like he moving kind of faster than normal type shit. So I'm like, something don't add up. Like, he ain't never moving like that type shit. And I'm just like, okay, fuck it. Let me go ahead and get up and just calm this shit down and try to talk this shit out or whatever. So by the time I get to the door, my dad walking in. So I'm just trying to talk to him, looking at him like, just chill. Y'all ain't got to do this right now. Like, just chill type shit. And it's like the look in his eyes is like, nigga, you ain't even there type shit. Like, you gone. Like, your eyes damn near all black type shit. Scary as fuck. And next thing you know, that nigga reach across. I don't even know this nigga got no gun. Reach across my shoulder. Bow. Shot my brother. I know he fall to the ground, bro. I seen this shit. Fall to the ground, shoot one more time, boom. And at that point, I blacked out. Like, I can remember everything, but it's like I know my spirit wasn't my spirit in my body at that moment.
Yeah, you
Type
got a
shit.
body.
Like something else stronger than I could ever be took over type shit for me to do what I did. And it's like me and my sister, apparently, I found out later that me and her had tackled him to the ground and shit. And we fighting for the gun and bullets just going off. And I guess he like looked at my mom while she was trying to grab the gun from him and shot her in the shoulder. So my brother shot, my mama shot. And finally I ended up getting the gun. I scraped my hands up hella bad, like they just now healed from that shit. And I stepped back, caught the gun back, and I shot. I ain't never held no gun before. I ain't never shot no gun before. Don't got no record, none of that shit. So it's like I don't even know how I'm operating this shit, like how I'm doing it type shit. It felt unreal. Like the whole shit just, that shit was crazy, bro. Then, you know, he fell on the ground. We start tussling this shit. The gun dropped out my hand, and he grabbed that bitch, but I didn't even know he was shot. So it's like he grabbed the gun and pointed at my chest. Pulled the trigger, ain't nothing come out.
That's
so
crazy.
I grabbed the gun and I hit him again with it, And then at that point, I'm just like, fuck it. Okay, cool. Let me get rid of the gun. I'm not even knowing the clip wasn't in there. That's why ain't nothing come out. So I went outside, threw the gun on the train tracks, came back in. And mind you, I'm not even knowing who's hurt and none of that shit.
Yeah.
So I get in. My mama's sitting right there on the right side of the door, bleeding like fuck. And she like, I'm shot. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you shot too? Like, I ain't even know, because at that point, I'm done blacking out type shit. I'm, you know, in my regular state.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like, you shot too type shit? So I'm trying to grab her out. She not trying to come out. But, you know, long story short, that's really why, because, you know, his folks, everybody that was left on the scene, it was just me, my sister, my little siblings, and my daughter. Like, she got trampled over. Like, her fingernail came off, all type of shit. She was, everybody was right there, bro. So police came, and they started doing their little, I wouldn't say interrogations, but, you know, asking people for their statements and shit. And all my folks was gone, so they couldn't get a statement.
Yeah.
So, mind you, like I said, we outsiders, they don't really fuck with us like that because of, you know, my dad or whatever telling them things and shit like this, so they got their own perception of us. So they told them a different story. So at that point, me and my sister ended up getting locked up. So me and my sister was in a holding cell for 3 days. Couldn't give out no statement, couldn't call nobody, none of that shit for 3 days, bro. And that's probably the longest 3 days of my life. Like, I ain't no bad dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the life I live. That ain't what I wanted. It just like, that shit happened, and it's like, you know, I'm risking my life at the end of the day, not even knowing, to try to protect everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, my intentions wasn't to, like, I found out the next day. This happened on the Saturday, that Sunday night. I found out. My sister had done looked at me. She got the phone and was like, I'm like, what you mean? Like, he gone. I'm thinking she's talking about my brother. Because the last time I heard, he wasn't responding.
Right.
So I'm just like, fuck, TJ? And she was like, nah, Pops, he gone. And that changed everything. Because it's like, you know, at the end of the day, motherfuckers might be like, oh, you saved us and, you know, you protected us and shit, you're a hero or whatever. But, you know, that's my pops, you know. And ultimately, yeah, God took him away. But ultimately, I let the shot off that went into him, even if it was warranted for that moment, for what he did. That shit be hurting.
Yeah.
So that's what they had me in there for. And then that Monday, we was finally giving our statements and shit. And the lady, the detective was just like, you know, your first charge was murder. And then she was like, we moved it to aggravated assault after, you know, we got more statements and shit. And then now, with what I'm telling her, lined up with everybody else's story type shit without us even conversing about it. And that's how they dropped the charges and pulled it on self-defense, and we got out. And we've been dealing with that shit ever since, bro. It's been 2 months.
Has your father's side, have you had any communication with them?
I ain't had communication, but I mean, it's all over Facebook. You check Facebook, motherfuckers is sending threats, talking shit about my mom, writing on my page, you know, just being oblivious to what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was there, and for the people who wasn't, what y'all don't have nothing to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, either way it go, y'all gonna ride with him. I understand that's y'all family and y'all brother and shit, but y'all don't understand. That's my dad. Like, we got close access to him than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, you know, how my life was, you know, he my dad, my father and shit, but I ain't really know him like that. Like I knew he was into certain shit back in the days and all this shit in West Point, but it's like I don't really know what trauma you went through in your lifetime to make you how you are with us, type shit. Like it ain't fair to us, but it's like no matter what, you still my dad. Like he the type of motherfucker be in my life for, like all my brothers and sisters' life for 6 months out of a year. Next 6 months he gone. 2 months this year. Next 10 months he gone. 3 months this year. 9 months he gone. 10 months this year. 2 months he gone. Every year since I was born, and this been going on since my older sister was born. So it's like that's the life I live and the parenting that I had. But my mom always was that person that played both parts. So it's like I'm 26, but I'm still learning how to be a man because of the lack of father that I had.
Exactly.
But I don't sit back and regret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even sit back and down talk what he did, because it's like I don't know what demons you was facing that made you do that. Ain't no rational person just finna do no shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So something had to been taken over you at that point, and that's how I'ma always look at it, to make me feel some type of way. You know, make me feel some type of peace about it, to know and really believe that that wasn't my dad spirit that did that shit.
Exactly.
So I mean, after that it's just like just a recovery process. I ain't even been able to post nothing. That's why I ain't been posting shit on Instagram, no social media, no music, no none of that. Just dealing with that shit. Really, I ain't gonna say out of fear, because I ain't scared of shit. You know, like motherfucker can write me all day until you know what I'm saying, you approach, it is what it is. Like then I can take it where I gotta go at. But I'm not finna post nothing so motherfucker have access to write on my page or none of that shit. So I wouldn't say it's fear, but more so of I'm not trying to get in no unnecessary shit that I don't gotta get into. But the grieving process has been kind of hard, because it's like with all that shit going on, y'all got damn near a whole side of the family screaming fuck us. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we ain't do shit but what we were supposed to do in that moment.
Right.
Like, what would y'all do if one of y'all siblings or one of y'all people was shooting at y'all? What would y'all do? Like, I could have sat there and just let him kill me type shit. Like, I could have been dead at the door. Like, me and him already had an issue. We weren't speaking this shit. So he could have just ended me at the door. Like, I think about all that shit. Like, I think so much. I think about everything that could have happened, that would have happened, and that should have happened. I think about all of that shit. Thinking about all that, it just be hurting, because it's like, damn, like, you ain't here no more. Now my mom, like, I'm watching her every day struggle with that shit every day. And I know my brothers and sisters struggle with it, but I'm thinking about the kids. Like, all the kids, bro, my nieces, nephews, my little girl, like, if they remember that shit when they get older, and some of them gonna always remember it because they old enough, what they gonna turn out like? Like, that there can make a murderer, bro. That can make somebody who could want to commit suicide type shit in they older years. That's trauma. That ain't just like no regular occurrence. People don't go through this type of shit. And for them to, you know, say that this was planned and like we just jumped on
That's what the
him.
other side of the family.
Yeah, bro. Like, we just planned this shit, and they never love him anyway. Like, bro, y'all don't know how much shit we done took from our dad, bro. Like, I done watched him beat my mama ass, bro. Like, multiple times, bro. Manipulate hella times. Like, we already done figured out by 10, 11 years old how you are. So we know how you is. So it's like, it's the norm. That's why I say fighting, that's the norm. You pulling out knives on me and my brother Teaser, that's the norm. We shouldn't be used to that shit, but we used to it. Like, but a gun, that ain't never been present. That was some scary shit. Like, legit,
life,
bro.
really,
Like, that was the scariest moment ever in my life, bro, because it's like, what the fuck do I do? Like, people is running. I'm one of the only people with enough balls to put my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. You trying to get to safety, and I understand that shit, but it's like, if I wasn't there, bro, I wouldn't have no brothers and sisters right now. I wouldn't have no mama right now. Bro, you had 2 clips, 16 apiece, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you was taking that, because you already know once you shoot my brother, you're going to have to shoot all of us. And you was going to do that shit. So it's like, damn, bro, like, that shit, it just be fucked up, bro. And then how people view us and shit. Like, we shouldn't care about how people view us if you know the truth. But at the same time, like, damn, y'all ain't finna just slander my name and I just be quiet. So it's like I said, these past couple of months, I've been writing music about it and just putting my feelings out there and expressing how I feel. And really not even to put them out to the world to hear, but for my folks, because we the only people who going to be able to relate to that. Right. We are the only counselors that we can have is ourselves type shit. So it's like I just be trying to talk to motherfuckers and see where everybody think and how everybody feel in the situation, because everybody feel different. And I mean,
so was there like a funeral for your father?
Yeah, it was, but it was unfortunately, with all the threats at the time, we couldn't really invite them, like his side of the family. Me personally, I don't like that because I'm family oriented.
Yeah.
That shit hurt my soul to know that y'all got a brother, a son, your uncle that y'all can't see on account of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, who am I to invite somebody who done threatened me or a family who done put a post on a death threat on me to invite y'all to some shit that's not secure? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then y'all possibly have a gun and shit. Like, I'm not on that type shit. So it ain't my decision, but at the same time, I do think about that. Like, that shit hurt because it's like, damn, I know they want to see him one last time. But it's just like, even me looking at him in so many mixed emotions, it's just like, damn, like, I'm upset, but I'm getting more angry because it's like, damn, like, look at the position you put us in for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
Like, we got to live with this shit. I have to live with knowing I done killed somebody, let alone my dad, bro. Like, that shit, it don't feel good. Like, that shit eat me up. Every nigga be at work breaking down, have a flashback, and I ain't never knew that shit was real. Like, a legit flashback. Like, you sitting there, and next thing you know, you ain't even there no more. You in a whole flashback. Yep. And next thing you know, you back in your spot, and it's like, damn, that emotion, I can't be there.
Time went by, you ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit, bro. So that shit be bothering me every day. Dreams and shit, nightmares, all type of shit. But it's just something that I ain't got no choice but to get through. I mean, they don't complain about it and just get through it.
I was going.
Did his side of the family reach out to like see where the funeral was, or was it like?
I don't believe so. If they had any contact, it was through my mom. But I don't really ask them type questions really at that moment because it wasn't really timing for that.
I was gonna ask is like, since that experience, bro, you like, y'all was probably already close from the jump because I know did like you and your brothers and sisters and shit. So like y'all was probably already close. But do you think that made y'all like even tighter to be like, bro, like we really in this motherfucker together? Like,
I mean, I know it did, and it's like they told me, or my sister told me, like, about my brother, because, man, my brother is, I wouldn't say we in competition, but, like, brotherly shit.
Yeah,
like, he 3 years older than me, so we always
really is
close.
competition.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we hoop, we always go at it. We always get come to you. Always talk shit to me. I talk shit to him. He try to get in my head, try to get in his, but he always win. He always get over it. But, no, it definitely made us closer. It just, me personally, I just don't like, that, I ain't gonna say it took that to get a little respect, but as far as just like, that's not something that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to respect me because I protected y'all. That's just something that I should do anyway.
Right.
That's just a normal reaction that my body and my spirit has that y'all spirit might not, which is okay. Right. Everybody not a protector, but it's just like, I mean, I did that. And it's like, I take on that. I would rather me than any one of them have that title of, or that, feeling of doing that to somebody. So I'd rather have that.
Have you tried to reach out to the other side of the family?
I talked to a couple people. I got a stepbrother, my dad's son. Masi, I talked to him. My cousin, and then one of my other cousins.
Were y'all able to level with the situation in those conversations, or was that like a combative conversation?
Them the only three that got common sense. And I'm going to just be real. And motherfuckers can say whatever they want. Them the only three that got common sense that, knew. Y'all don't really know what we go through, but y'all know how my dad is. So y'all ain't going to front for him and put on the show for him because a lot of people scared of my dad. When he was alive. Like, he was that nigga. Yeah. Like, people respected him, but they was scared of him, fearful of him type shit. So they'll just tell you whatever you want to hear.
Just so he feels.
You know what I'm saying? Not tell you no real shit. They won't. Steer you in the right way. They just gonna let you do whatever you want to do because they scared that you're gonna beat the fuck up or talk shit about them. So
what about the ones that are slandering your name online? Like, have you tried to reach out to them or?
Nah, I ain't gonna reach out to them. I don't think they deserve that from me. At least right now. In the future, I mean, I know me. I talk, so I can sit here and talk for hours. But it's just like, I don't even know y'all for real. Like, the people that was talking shit and sending through, I don't even know y'all. I know of y'all, but I never met y'all. I probably did when I was a kid, but I was too young to remember. My older brothers and sisters probably remember them, but I don't. There's a lot of them on that side of the family that I know their name, but I can't put a face to it. They know me because they was older when I was younger, so they know who I am. They seen how I grew up, but I don't remember them. So,
is there any fear of like retribution from them?
I mean, it was like the first couple like a month after that shit, I ain't never been the type nigga to look over my shoulders. And after that, I was paranoid. But it's like at a point in time, I just like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not finna, now y'all got me living my life in fear, and that don't feel good. Because now everywhere I go, I'm nervous. I just rather not live like that and say, fuck it, it is what it is. If y'all bring it, y'all gonna have to bring it. Because if not, it's over with. And I ain't even me trying to be hard or street. That's just real shit. Like I ain't backing down from nothing, but I also ain't bringing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not starting shit. So
Continue to live your life.
Do they live in Georgia? They live in.
I believe so. I mean, I know a lot of them. They in West Point, Georgia, like Troop County, something like that, in West Point. But like I said, ain't no love lost to them. I mean, I love all my people. If they can't really understand how we feel, that's on them. Because I guarantee you, 100% of the time, they would do the same. Yeah. So anybody would do the same thing and would feel how we feel. So I don't really look into it no more. I don't go on there looking for it no more. It just is what it is. If I happen to pass by it, okay. If not, fuck it. Like, niggas gonna talk. Yeah. I learned that being young. Niggas gonna talk. A lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna do nothing.
The people who like are around you here, how did they, do you feel like they treated you different once they found out what happened? Or like, how was it explaining it to people who weren't involved in the situation?
I wouldn't say treat me different, but I ain't the type of motherfucker that wants sympathy from nobody. I don't want nobody to feel bad for me, because that's going to cripple me. It's going to make me feel like I'm obligated for attention or something. I don't really want that. You know, it's like yesterday at, you know, they granddad birthday, you know, I sat there and cried because it's like, damn, y'all can say good things about y'all dad and y'all granddad, and it's like my kids will never be able to say that. We can say a little bit of things about him, but it's like we can't even say them things no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate as fuck. Like, and that shit happened so fast, you ain't got no time to process it at all. Period. It just happened like that, and then it's gone. Like, that shit's sad as fuck.
So you sat 3 days in a holding cell, right? So when they came to you with the murder charge, like, you know, what was going through your head?
Well, you said by the time they talked to you, the murder had been dropped to.
Yeah. So they ain't nobody, because I was trying to ask them the whole time, like, you got motherfuckers in there be retarded, bro. You got motherfuckers, Spanish motherfuckers in there banging on shit all day.
Oh, no.
All day, bro. Just talking in Spanish. That shit be funny, like, so I got a sense of humor. See, I don't even, because I already knew I was getting out. I knew that it was self-defense, nigga. That's obvious. Like, whoever telling the story otherwise than that, y'all just cap and y'all putting on the front. So I wasn't afraid of doing that, but I knew in my head if I did have to do time, I would do it. I mean, for my folks, I'd do it. Like, not for nobody else like that, but I'd do it for my folks. That's worth it, type shit. So, but yeah, so I found out about that shit that Monday. So, like, 3 days later, after that, they told me, they were just telling me what my charges was after my statement. And that's when she told me what my first initial one was, which is murder. Second one was aggravated assault. And then last one, when they dropped the case, it was self-defense. So that whole case is over with.
So in a 3 day span, they dropped the case? Okay. So it was a quick process.
If that, and I don't want to make it seem like we're revisiting it, but if that were to happen again, right, the same situation, if you could go back and do it again, would you try to, I guess, combat your pops, or would you do it differently?
I mean, I'd do the same thing. The only thing, like I said, if I was, I'm not trained with a gun. So I never shot a gun before. I don't know how to aim. I don't fuck with guns. I'm not in that life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I stay away from that shit. So in that moment, I know that that's not me doing that shit. That's total instinct. It's another spirit type shit. Like, it wasn't me. I can tell you that much. It wasn't me, bro. Because I know I'm not strong enough mentally to do that shit. Like, to even see myself shoot my dad, no matter if you shot my brother or not. I know my normal self, sober self, just not finna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
survival,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we like animals. We have a survival instinct when it's time type shit. You never know what you're gonna do in a situation. Yeah. And I just proved what I would do type shit. Granted, the way I proved it is unfortunate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I had to. If I didn't, I would be dead. My mom, we all be gone. I wouldn't be here. Yeah. That's just facts. So
that's deep.
I would at least try to fucking, you know, shoot his ass somewhere to where it wouldn't be vital. But I just picked that bitch up, shot. Like, it was just in a fast motion like that. It ain't had no time to think.
What do you think is more traumatic about that event? Like, the actual action that you took? Well, you said you were blacked out, but do you kind of remember?
No, I remember everything.
Okay, so
but it's like a blacked out, like,
his body took over.
You know what I'm saying? The courage that I had came from somewhere that I can't explain. Yeah. Type shit.
Well, so do you think it was you letting off the gun, or when the gun was on your chest?
No, I say when he shot my brother.
Okay.
Because I ain't never been around a gun go off. And damn, my bad. But yeah, I ain't never been around a gun go off. So, and it was right here. Right here by
He
my
had
ear.
it to your head.
No, he
would
had it
pass
around
his
my
head.
shit like that. I'm standing in front of him. Picture him standing here. He had the gun in his right hand, right across my neck, like around my ear.
So you damn near deaf for real at that point.
That shit blasted off, and I just at the corner of my eye, I just seen feet, and I knew I seen my brother outfit. And I knew that was him that fell, and I'm just looking like, bro, you like, in my whole thoughts going so fast, like you actually shot him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, and that's when we just start wrestling type shit. Like, so it wasn't really, it was just like that. You either act on it or you don't, because if you don't, that's a split second, I could have been gone. And it's like, everything that happened just seemed like it's supposed to happen, but it's like, damn, it's so unfortunate and unreal that you actually shot and was gonna kill your folks. Like, just over an argument. Like that's I don't know. That shit be
When you got back to like Gwinnett, were there people who knew before? Like, do you feel like the story got here before you did?
I mean, it did because it took time for me to get back. So that Saturday happened Saturday. Like my girl knew it. I'm sure people knew it. My cousins up here, they know. So everybody linked was trying to, cause we was locked up. You know what I'm saying? They trying to figure out how to get us out. So they all linked up and shit and just try to come up with a plan and try to get their statements in and go down there and do all they got to do. So I don't really know all the facts about what they were doing on the outside. I don't really ask. It is what it is. It happened, and it's over with. But like I said, that whole situation just unfortunate. That shit just unbelievable. You know, you tell somebody and motherfuckers really don't be knowing what to say.
Yeah.
So I just be keeping to myself or putting it in a song or something.
Shit, now I was about to say, it's some kind of therapy you gotta have, but you make music, so that's like, that should help a lot too. You know what I'm saying? And you say you make it for your folks, so as long as they can hear it, you know what I'm saying, and relate, that shit, you know what I'm saying, really beautiful for real. So, but, yeah, man, I'm happy you here though, for real.
I appreciate it, bro.
Now I have a question. Do you know who Carrie is?
Carrie.
Yeah, he's a barber.
Mm-hmm.
Now I heard about this story the day it happened. That's why when he asked me, I was like, "There's no way." So I like looked up the place. I was like, he did say 2 hours away, right? That's how I knew what the story was. That's why I asked you, do you feel like the story got here?
Yeah, no, that's my baby mother's stepfather. So, cause my little girl was there, so I had to call her to let her know what was going on. So that's probably how he knew.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So speaking of barbers, somebody owe you some money.
Oh yeah, he owed me bread, but
we're
gonna get into that later. Listen. If he ever tell you to be a man in your life, look at say, I need you to take a picture of me and hold it up. All right, that's all you gotta do.
No, I mean, bro,
This nigga is.
That's why I thought you were going with.
No, I didn't want to go into that right off the story.
Oh, my fault.
Because I had to verify if it was. I like hearing that happen.
Yeah.
Like when he told us, like, we have somebody on podcast they want to tell their story, and he told me the story. I'm like, nigga, there is no way that is the same. Nah, I mean,
It's a small world.
Yeah,
But are you feeling support from people around you though?
I mean, I do, but I don't go looking for it. I just, it's just a thing that I got to get through on my own, really, though. I mean, I know it take a village to, raise a child, but at the same time, it's like at a certain point in my life, I just feel like certain things I'm better off dealing with on my own.
Right.
You know?
Obviously, you said you still having like certain episodes, like flashbacks and things like that. So, do you think that healing process hasn't started yet for you?
I mean, I say hell because I cry all the time. That started right there. I mean, but I don't give a fuck where I'm at. If I'm thinking about it, I'm going to cry about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my way of getting it out. And then, two, I'm going to write about it. So I really spend my time writing about it, record music about it, or just talking with my, folks in a group chat about it, how they feel, and, if they have dreams, I done had dreams about them. Tell them my dreams, how it made me feel when I woke up. Just all type of shit, just to try to see where everybody at mentally, how everybody else dealing with their pain. Because we all got different perspectives from the whole area. We was all in different positions. So it's like everybody's perspective is the same, but in their own way.
Right.
So it's like I do be trying to, pick their brain and, You know, just make sure everybody's straight and vice versa.
You ever have like one of the moments you like, damn man, I wanted to ask you X, Y, and Z, like to your pops and shit
I
like
just
that.
want to ask why.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
What made you get there?
I just really want to know why. Like, I mean, to me, only way I can explain it is like, you know, 'cause down there he got a persona, like, and I ain't saying it's fake. I believe it, 'cause you go down there, everybody,
They know your
leave him
pops.
alone. Like they fuck with him, but they love him, and it's like I know they like a lot of people scared of him. I ain't gonna say everybody, but I know most people down there scared of him. Like, bro, he was a bully. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, motherfucker, gonna respect you off of that, but it's just like, it seemed like with him and my brother arguing, my brother probably got the best of him in the argument, because I wasn't there on the argument, so I don't know what they argued about. So I guess he got the best of him at the argument in front of the people of West Point that was there. So it's like,
it's
now
ego type
you
thing.
gotta bring that West Point persona on your child.
Because everybody's scared.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? One day you gonna do it, even though it's my son. Now I ain't got no credibility when I come back down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Posse's son don't snapped on him. You seen that shit? Nah, y'all gonna try to snap.
And then they
You
joke
know
on
what
him.
I'm saying?
Humiliation will
Like,
drive
shit like
people
that,
to do
and
crazy
that's the
things.
only thing that I can think of that make you feel some type of way to do that.
Right.
But it's like, damn, that though on your
That's
son?
crazy, yeah.
Like, that's your junior though.
You gotta
Like
keep that shit in house.
My brother a junior.
He's named after. That's crazy.
Now, where was your brother shot at?
My brother got shot like from this shoulder all the way to that shoulder.
And
That
I
shit
don't know.
went
If you
here, came out, missed his heart by like an inch. Same with my mom, missed her spine by like this much.
now, how are they
That
doing
shit went
today?
there.
Are they like?
No, he doing all right. My brother, cause we work together, so he trying to get back to work. Really now, so probably by next month he'll be back working, and my mom's still trying to get mentally there, you know, to even start back working. Cause the same way I dealt with, you know, how your brother doing? How your brother doing? That it get aggravating sometimes, but I realize it's love for my brother type shit, and I appreciate it. But I just want people to know, like, okay, y'all asking about him, but
About me.
y'all don't even, you know, like I said, I'm not thinking about it like, oh, I need, you know, somebody need to say something about me too. But at the same time, you do know the effect of a question like that can have on somebody type shit who done been there too. Like, that shit can do something to me, because it's like, little do y'all know, nigga, I did that to my father, like, type shit. Like, how do y'all think I feel?
Some people might just be scared to like breach the conversation because they don't want.
Nah, but they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they done told me that. It's like, shit, the way your demeanor is, it just seems like you don't want to talk. That's true. I don't fuck with people like that. I don't have my fair share of friends and homeboys and all this shit. I don't really fuck with nobody, bro. I fuck with my folks, and I come in contact with some good people. You know, I fuck with them, but like, I ain't gonna say keep it at a distance. I'm just safe with my heart now, type shit. 'Cause my hopes used to get high back then, and I always get fucked up. And it's like, now I don't even expect too much now. So
Damn,
Strong enough for sure.
that's crazy, man.
That is a insane. Now, are you? Is there any like faith that you have? Like, are you religious at all, or like, how did you get through?
I ain't religious. I'm more so spiritual. I done had a couple out of body experiences to the point where I realized that we have a spirit, and when we die, it ain't over. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where we go. I don't know if we come back here. I believe we do, but the same way how Jesus had a purpose here, he had a purpose. He fulfilled that purpose. He got killed. He died.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what we here to find, our purpose, and, you know, keep coming back until you find it. That's how I feel.
For sure.
Like, I be just thinking like certain shit that you scared of, heights, dogs, cops, anything that people scared of that they never experienced before. How are you scared of that?
There's this thing called so I went to this cave in Chattanooga, and there was like this pond inside the cave where the salamanders used to like drink water, and people were throwing pennies in there, right? So obviously messed up the water, they couldn't drink it.
Yeah.
So the guy told me the reason that the salamanders don't even come there no more is this thing called cellular memory, right?
Bro, I was talking to my mom about this shit.
Yeah. So
That shit crazy as fuck.
So cellular memory is the reason why, like, a lot of people don't know, before we industrialized the whole world like we did, there's a lot more oxygen because there was a lot more trees, so insects were a lot bigger, right? So the fear of spiders is because insects used to look like dogs, right? So imagine You know what I'm saying? You got a spider. You seen Australia. Like, the
them bitches
spider.
big, boy.
Exactly. So some of that fear is, like, literally ingrained in your cells.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling my dudes. I'm like certain people be afraid of like police or, you know, belts or fights or guns and shit. And it's like, why have you never been in a situation where that was the case? I'm like, I heard this thing called cellular memory probably about like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
I was into that shit, and a nigga would just like basically like just picture, you know, your ancestors type shit. Our ancestors, majority of us had slave ancestors, so they used to get their ass whooped. They used to get hung. They used to get, you know, raped. They used to goddamn get ate up by dogs and shit. And it's like that fear in they, you know, mind and they body trickled down to the generations to come. Some generations might be watered down, you know, and not as strong, but it's like motherfucker like, oh, I'm scared of heights. Why? Have you never been nowhere high before? Did somebody in your family before get thrown off a building or some shit, or die of heights or some shit? Now it's just engraved in your brain to be afraid of it before it even happened type shit. That's what I be thinking that shit is, but ain't no telling.
I think you mentioned something last podcast. Well, by the time this was released, it won't be last podcast. But you said real fear is something like in a forest, like
so like
pitch black at nighttime.
Yeah, people. A lot of like our fears are taught, right? But that's why you were in a situation where your instincts kicked in, right? Because the one fear that will always persist to anything living is death, because that's the only thing you will never be able to experience. Like, you could experience dogs and find out, like, dang, it ain't as scary as I thought it was. But death is the one thing, like, living things can't. So that survival instinct is to stop you from dying, right? That kicks in. But we live in these houses and all of this stuff. So, like, a lot of our fear is manufactured. It's not real. You go out there and your instincts are forced to kick in. Your sight, your hearing, your taste, your smell, all of that. Once that's forced to kick in, then you know, like, I hear something, but I have no clue. It could be something good for me, something bad for me on the other side of this darkness, right? So, yeah. You ever did shrooms before?
I was about to ask that because y'all niggas is on that shit.
Yeah, I tried them, but they ain't do nothing for me though. I don't know if I had a bad batch or nah. I ain't never tried that shit.
Shit, you should, man. If shrooms didn't do it, I mean, no, you should, but if you think about it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't even. I'm straight on weed, bro. I done did acid, nigga.
Oh, same shit.
Nigga, I used to fucking like this one nigga I used to do roofing with. Him and this one girl, bro. I ain't gonna name that name,
Right.
but hey, I used to bring meth and shit to work, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, but it was a point in my life where I was making damn near a band 50 a week doing roofing. So I had bread to blow. I was just buying hella weed, just getting high as fuck to a point I couldn't get high no more. So I'm like, damn, bro, I need something else. Like, I know crack and cocaine, that shit dead. Never doing that shit. Never touched it. Never looked at it. I done been to crack houses and shit, but I never fuck with that shit. I see how it made them the first time they do it, and after that, it's a wrap for their life. So I done seen that shit, but that meth shit, that shit was funny as fuck. Like, it was a funny experience, but I did that shit probably about 6 times. It just make you energized, especially during roofing. Like, most of them motherfuckers be on that shit.
On meth?
For
Either
sure.
meth or
See, the
cocaine.
meth that you thinking of is Walter White, Breaking Bad, back of the lab meth. But meth is actually, I watched a documentary on it the other day, but, like, meth is actually a pharmaceutical, like, that you could get. It has a longer name, obviously, but people try to replicate it because it's addictive, right? And there's a market there to be had. So if you can get, like, the meth that's closer to, like, pharmaceutical grade, is not gonna have the impact that you see when people take meth and their body just shuts off. It's not gonna be like
it's
that.
totally different. It's a lower dosage. Like, in the street, just like the cocaine. You got pure cocaine, then you got, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit. Like, the motherfucker with the pure cocaine making all the bread.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need to be as pure pharmaceutically versus the on the streets type shit. They gonna add extra shit and do all type of shit. But
Because the person with the pure cocaine, you actually can't take pure cocaine. You would, like, if you took pure cocaine and sniffed it, you would die before you hit the floor, right? That's how pure it is. But if I have pure cocaine and you could cut it with baking soda, fucking other pills and all that, it's not as potent. So that's the cocaine that you see people take is all cut with other things. But yeah, but the drug game is based off of money, right? And that's why people, they down talk the FDA and all this stuff. But these regulations are put in place to make sure companies just can't say, we can make this as addictive as possible for control, right? But the streets don't have those codes. We trying to get bread. If I got a product that's the purest form of this and they need it, they going to pay for it because they're addicted to it. The FDA makes sure we're going to draw the line right here. You cannot make it more addictive than this, all right? And that's how you got the world.
Yeah, but niggas who do that shit dumb. I ain't gonna cap. I know some motherfuckers only got that available, but damn, cuz I ain't, hell nah. Crack cocaine, none of that shit. That shit's dead.
I smoke weed.
That's why I say nah. I just smoke less now. So I had to train myself to not smoke as much, to not have to go explore it anymore. Type shit. That's what I was doing, exploring really. And so now shit, I can just smoke nigga a little piece. I be straight. I stopped smoking like when I was having my little girl in 2020. I stopped from like January to probably like the end of March, beginning of April. I stopped smoking that whole time. And after that, when I started smoking again, it was just really mainly to do music. Or if I'm at an event, other than that, I don't really smoke just to smoke no more. Yeah. So save bread too.
Yeah. So you said that you stopped smoking because you didn't want to explore. So would you say weed is a gateway drug? Not
necessarily. I don't really. Any drug is. Except for like crack cocaine and shit like that, like them drugs that's easy to get addicted on, it's up to the person. So, you know, a person who like at a point in time when I was 18, when I started smoking, I can say I was addicted to it. I can say that because I wanted to smoke every day. I needed to smoke every day type shit. And back then I was angry, tempered and shit from growing up and shit. So it calmed me down. But now, it's really like for entertainment purposes now. So I can sit here a whole day and not smoke until I'm ready to do some music, and then I smoke. But that's the only time I smoke. So
I feel like a lot of people try to like sedate their trauma with drugs growing up, right? So that's what they're used to. I think everything's addictive. Food, water, everything's addictive, has addictive nature if that's what you use to cope in those moments, right? But like I think people get to an age where we have our parents there to stop us. Like, hey, no more sugar, right? No more whatever you may be eating in the crib, no more chips or whatever. If you smoke, maybe you got parents that are like, you could try it, but only one glass of wine tonight type shit. But once you learn how to regulate it yourself, once you learn how to regulate it yourself and you have that self-discipline, I think you could try most things. If you know how to remove yourself from it.
That's why I've been so good at like not smoking weed like that because I never bought my own. You know what I'm saying, my own bag of weed at all unless I was selling it. But like, nigga.
This nigga getting charges on the camera, boy. What are we doing?
I was in California.
No. So you didn't sell anything, okay? Continue.
I didn't sell. We talking about GTA,
GTA,
bro.
For sure. GTA.
Come on, now you know the truth.
RP facts. RP.
I'm still thinking about this nigga's story.
Yeah. But look, smoking, bro. I've been hella good at it because like I always been able to be like, nah, like I'm gonna go home today. You know what I'm saying? I smoke weed like 2 days in a row. Nah, I'm cool. Like, or I put it somewhere where I ain't got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So but I know I got homies that like right now that have to smoke like every 3 hours. Nigga, like, oh, relax, my nigga, get through the day.
So how much money did you make on drugs on GTA?
GTA? Oh shit, GTA was going up. What?
Was going up?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But no. But keep it a bean. Nah, it was I was small time like shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was just trying to make some money to survive for real. It wasn't no like, oh, I'm out here getting rackades and shit. I was chilling.
Yeah. Damn.
He really cooked you this whole podcast.
No, he did, bro.
He's been. You don't even know you've been cooking him, but you really been cooking.
I heard y'all say that shit. I'm trying to figure out what y'all.
No, you gonna see, bro. I promise you gonna see.
I'm a lot more. I'm speechless. The story, man. That's incredible. Well, I shouldn't say incredible. It's unfortunate, obviously, but damn.
So, like, when do you plan to put out the music where you address like what you've been through the past? You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't know, because I got one of them that's going to touch some toes. You know, niggas going to be mad. But it is what it is. I mean, y'all, I didn't ask for this. So, but the other one I got, which I can play it when we get done. But other one I got, I can put that bitch out now. But I just been wanting my people to hear it, see what they think. But I just know a lot of people ain't gonna relate to it, so it ain't like no need to really. I know people want to hear your pain and shit, but it's like this one particularly is just strictly for my folks to have something that we can relate to, because we can't just click on YouTube right now and pertaining to just that situation that we can just click on and listen to. So I just made it my job to make that for all of.
I think that's the thing about music, though. Like, even though it may not be your like particular situation, people can look at your story and say, I've had a story, somewhere. Even though to you, you may be like, come on, like, that's not my story, but you know what I'm saying? So, but I think that's a good thing about music, though, for sure, to put it out. What was, like, your inspiration, or when did you find the confidence to, like, I'm going to write about this? Was it easy at first? Did it flow because it was new?
I mean, it flowed because that's all I thought about. Like, I could have wrote something the next day. But mentally I wasn't there yet. It wasn't the right time. Like, even posting on Facebook and social media like about it, like a lot of my friends, you know, I call my friends and that were my friends growing up, don't even know about it. Like, you know, I used to post a lot of shit on Facebook and Instagram, but I ain't post nothing since then because, like I said, motherfuckers want to write on your page and do all this extra shit that I don't really got time for, so I just rather not deal with it right now. But I just knew it was time for me to express myself on it before I crashed out, type shit, because I was getting mad at shit that I never would have got mad at before after that situation. So it's like I felt the PTSD coming out, and it's like I'm trying to work on that now. It's like I gotta work on my whole anger shit all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, it fucked me up mentally, but like I said, I'm managing to a certain extent. Until like a situation pop up, a phrase be said, and which will make me cry, make me mad or some shit. But like I said, I just try to be as strong as I can. You know, that's all I can do. So.
Let's lighten the mood, man. You got any cheating stories?
Oh man, shorty.
You got any cheating stories?
Oh, nah, I ain't none of them niggas.
You ever got cheated on?
I got cheated on.
Good. Hey, put him on Front Street right now.
I say the whole name too.
Oh please,
Hey,
please. Hey, look, we don't hold back here,
bitch.
buddy.
No,
We don't hold back here, buddy.
I know I don't, but I'd be mindful. But
Talk about that right now, all right? Get her out of here.
I mean, I know she ain't tweaking like that, but I don't get into none of that shit. But I said though, cause it's at that time, like I said, that shit was fucked up. But you know, I had to charge of the game. Bitch, I was fucking was white. Like, no offense.
Yo, my brother, it's February. It's February.
Let me get that.
It's February.
The only time I ever happened to
Did
me.
he just say, let me get that?
Like,
Wait, let you get what?
Nigga, the dab, nigga.
Because this man is a
White
milkman.
Me too.
No, but you didn't dap him up because of that.
I did. How you gonna tell
This
me
is
what I
Black
did?
History Month.
I'm dead.
Nigga. Oh my God. Yes, you're right. It's Black History Month, but it happened to a black man. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I was oppressed by being cheated. Me and him was oppressed by being cheated on by a white man.
That shit happened to you by white bitch too?
Yeah, what? Nigga,
got burnt and everything, right? But anyway, listen.
It's bad.
He said it.
Yes,
But listen,
you
you hold up. Listen, you ever
Hey, G.
listen? You ever went and bought charcoal?
Wait.
I'm going somewhere, man. Listen,
This is
you
the
ever?
disgusting man right here.
He
yo.
said it.
Yo, go
I
ahead.
was about to talk about G. I don't know why he hyped, but I ain't
What you
even
about to
thought
talk about me?
straight.
But go ahead.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I want to hear what you're going to say afterwards.
Listen,
but go ahead.
You ever bought charcoal for like a cookout?
Yeah.
You sit in your garage. You come back the next year. It's still there at work. You throw it on the grill.
Yeah.
That's something about black thing. You get a jar of milk. All right. You keep that joint for 2 weeks.
It's
You're
spoiled.
done. All right. You're done.
Spoiled nigga.
So what I was talking about you can't laugh at me about my trauma when you got trauma yourself.
I got trauma from a white woman too, though.
Wait. I don't have trauma from a white woman though.
You do? Oh, what?
No,
was,
I've never.
you said she was mixed, wasn't you? Wasn't she?
Bro, listen, bro.
She was mixed, wasn't she? And she white by your
Mixed
by
is
your
a lot-
standard.
No, Shorty was light skinned.
Oh, I thought she was mixed.
Nah, I've dated a mixed girl before though.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought Condom Girl was
No,
mixed.
we need to get to this girl.
Oh,
all right?
yeah. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to throw no straight. I just heard her laugh and I got emotional. You know what I'm saying? My bad.
Hell nah, man. Nigga was dating this chick.
Mm-hmm.
And Jida had done told me she was going to, because I was in Florida, so obviously, and she was going to Georgia to see her pops. Right?
Her daddy.
Her dad.
No, it's
So,
Zaddy.
I'm dead.
Zaddy.
That's crazy.
That wasn't it. That shit just started popping like 4 years ago. That shit. But
Nigga says that.
nah, but hell nah. Going to see her pops and shit or whatever. So get there. like me, I'm nonchalant. Like I'm believing everything a motherfucker say. Like I ain't got no trust issues and shit. So I'm asking like, you straight? You know what I'm saying? Asking, is you straight? Boom. Ain't texting back.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, damn, okay, cool. I know she wanna deal with her best friend and shit, so I keep texting. Well, you ain't shit, boy. I see this nigga laughing in the corner. Boy, he ain't shit.
No, he really he got an Amber Alert. He really saying fuck the kids.
No, because he texted in his phone. He wasn't getting no response either. But we'll talk about that after.
Bro. So a nigga hitting her up and shit, calling the phone, that bit ringing like a motherfucker too.
Oh, this is very similar.
About 3 of them hoes, nigga called about 3 more times, bro. Ring. Nigga, the last time I called, voicemail box of, I'm like, damn, a bitch just got me blocked or some shit. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. So I called her best friend. Her best friend pick up, like, her best friend, like, actually fuck, like, not want to be, but actually fuck, like, we was
Like
cool.
your homies,
You know what I'm saying? So, she seen that I was, like, a good dude and shit like that, what it couldn't be, like, and just was like, damn, like, she ain't gonna really do you right. None of that shit what it couldn't be, but I didn't believe what she was saying. So, yeah, she answered that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, where Courtney at? And she, the look on her face just gave it up.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, this was FaceTime?
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know that look.
And she just like,
They gave it up and she was giving it up.
and I'm just like, damn. So she had, I'm like, taking
She's
the
an
phone.
L friend
You're
for
an L.
answering the phone.
I'm like
though.
taking the, but
L friend, but
I
W
respected
person.
her for that shit.
W person.
I respected her for that shit. She probably a fucked up friend for her, but for me, I mean, that shit helped me see like that I wouldn't have known if she wouldn't answer that phone. So took me to the door, nigga. Bitch getting dogged in that motherfucker.
Was it like one person?
Wait.
No,
Yeah,
he
it was
said,
one person.
dog.
Wait, so she was.
But that's
the fuck
all
is
you
that?
heard, bro.
Oh,
God.
Nah.
Wait,
all
the
you
what?
heard.
I ain't gonna lie. I know your heart was like,
You said the loudest
I mean,
sound you ever heard?
initially, bro, it's like your shit stopped.
yeah.
Cause
Like
you
your
can't.
heart stopped?
Yeah, it's like cause you can't, especially when you fully invested.
I'm hurt by the way, bro. I'm hurt by the way this nigga talking, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I don't get invested. Man.
Nah, but it's
no,
bro,
you just clap
bro,
cheeks.
you gotta
Look,
think, bro.
First of
You
all,
gotta
no.
think, bro. Bro, at one point in your life, it might not be in the future. Nigga probably got cheated on. You don't even know about it.
Nah, for sure.
So
I don't even care to
you know
go
what I'm saying?
looking.
Like,
boy.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen 9 times out of 10. I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10 because me, I would break up with somebody
Before you go
to do
it.
something like that because I know how that would make me feel.
Better than me.
I'm not even doing that type of shit because I know what that lead to. You can fuck around and get killed doing that type of shit. It just depends on who you fucking with. So other than that, but nah, this bitch answered the phone, went to the room, cheeks getting clapped, just opened the door, gave the bitch the phone. I'm like, you got the audacity to grab the phone while you getting smashed, you feel me?
Wait, why you walking
Nigga
through
hung
that
the
shit?
phone up, cuz. Just hung the phone up.
bro. Hold on, bro.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Hold on. She grabbed the phone.
Was he
Grabbed
black?
the phone. I ain't see.
Can you text her real quick? No, I'm joking.
I don't even know what this
If
bitch.
If he was white,
What she say? What she say?
We're trying to verify information.
We just had this whole conversation last. Bro, did we not? This whole conversation last night. Cause of this nigga.
Oh,
What
This
we
nigga
do? What
bossing.
we do?
Oh wait, bro, at a QT. So I don't know your name. I'm not trying to offend you. I know everything I'm saying is invalid after I say I'm not trying to offend you. But this bitch, I go like, nigga, you seen Happy Gilmore, nigga?
Oh, yeah.
The dude, that type of shit.
Shaquille O'Neal type.
And
shit.
that nigga tell basically like that I'm gonna help her fix her eye one day. And she talking about, oh, shit, both of their eyes gonna be fucked up.
Oh, no, y'all both gonna have cross-eyed. You try to help
We
her.
ain't getting to this today.
He can't help.
But
He
that
can't
was
be a good Samaritan.
nigga, that was
They
a
able to see either.
2-hour
They think
conversation
cross-eyed
last
just
night.
like her. They think it's
Unwarranted
cross-eyed twins.
because of this nigga. But it was funny though.
Oh,
That shit was funny as fuck.
Hey, listen. Look into the camera. Blink twice.
I'm
If
dead.
you need help. She can't see you back there.
That's alright.
Hey, son, listen.
Nigga, we be in this bit boxing for real. Y'all, you know.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm fearing for my life too because earlier I made a statement about people with tattoos on their face. I did not realize you had one on your
Oh,
face.
he did
I'm
say
sorry. Please.
So you're
He's
very
just-
stereotypical. Give me the mic.
No, no,
You're
you have,
very-
you have a, where's, she don't have a tattoo on her
very,
face.
stereotypical.
Well, how?
Because I'm tattooed.
No, wait.
Oh,
No,
you.
no.
Where's your tattoo on your face?
They're running down the side.
Hey, look.
Well, hold on. No.
Now,
no.
No.
What does that say?
It says heartless.
Oh my God.
What
Wait,
about
what's
what
funny?
about that?
What's
What about
funny?
that, sir?
Are you judging? Right
What about
now?
that, sir?
I'm dead.
Listen, I'm just saying. I have shelter if you need it. That's all I'm saying.
I made choices when I was younger.
No, I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
I'm dead.
Nah.
Man.
But I didn't. When
So
I,
how
when
you feel about face tattoos now on a
No,
woman?
when I said it
No,
earlier.
no. How you feel now about face tattoos
how
on
do
a
I
woman?
feel?
Yeah. How do
How
you
do I
feel about
feel
people who
about-
have face tats?
It's a choice. I mean, I don't have any. No,
This nigga don't
me-
stand on
Nothing.
nothing.
Personally,
Nothing.
but no. But when I said it earlier, though, right? Did I say it in like a malice way? No, I just said it's my preference. Like
Yeah, it's his
I don't want somebody with
My
face tats.
parents,
thinks
they don't
less
like
than-
it either,
he
but
thinks
they
less than
accept me for who I am.
But you know, I wasn't trying to make it
No,
seem
no,
like
I
people
really
with face
don't care.
tattoos or this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Some people
That's
have
how these
wild
motherfuckers in
face
the world
tattoos,
make it
like,
seem,
This
bruh.
ain't
Yeah,
nothing.
can't get a
like,
tattoo
people
no
be having
goddamn
wild
where.
face
Right,
tattoos. I would
yeah.
never just.
Right. So when y'all go
Shut
around
my face.
places, obviously there's like a stigma for some people.
Nobody
with
really
people
sees
with-
it.
Nobody. Okay, so
Cause I have hair, so.
What do you do? Like, what do you do for work?
Right now I'm not working,
Okay.
but I did graduate nursing school, so yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I have tattoos everywhere. And
It's some doctors
it
with the
doesn't
full,
disqualify-
you know what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't disqualify you.
Yeah.
Oh, type of
Nowadays, it's a
shit.
different generation, so now you can have neck tattoos. In the military, you can have neck tattoos.
Bro, shout out to Levi's, bro. Because I work for Levi's, and they were very forward. They were like, yo, look, we don't mess with that no tattoo stuff.
Yeah.
We want people to be able to, you know what I'm saying, express themselves. Yeah.
But when people see y'all, or you, Fuego, when people see you with tattoos on your face, right? Especially no, not. I'm sorry, not on the face. My
I
fault.
know
My fault.
it's a
On the neck. On the neck. When people see you with tattoos on your neck, do they typically? Do you get like a side eye most of the time? or-
Man, I can tell you now, I don't give not nan fuck about what nobody think or look at me like I know how I am. I mean, if you talk to me, you'll see how I am. That's just point blank. If motherfucker want to be intimidated, I mean, that's better for me.
So you're
Motherfucker
saying,
don't fuck
like,
with me.
to truly judge somebody, you really got to talk to them and get their
mean,
perspective?
People think
You
I'm a
do.
gangster.
I mean, you do. I done met people with skeleton tattoos on their face some
Be
of
the
best people in
nicest,
the world.
bro.
I ain't gonna
what?
lie, like I'll admit my fault. I
good,
ain't gonna lie, I'll admit it. I thought he was a hood nigga, bro. I swear I did.
Well, he is a hood
Well,
nigga.
hood
He
nigga.
not- he
He
not-
grew
he
up in the
not-
hood, but he not on
He
that
did,
type
he
of
did
shit
suggest
though.
He
we
thought you
shoot
was a
this
thug.
podcast somewhere else because he didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't. He's coming.
I want him in my. Hey, I want him in my house.
I'm trolling.
Now y'all niggas are coming.
No, I don't want-
No, I ain't gonna lie. Like I did, and this is something I gotta work on. No, I didn't say that. But I'm saying in terms of being stereotypical.
Yeah.
I thought I seen the tattoos and
Yeah.
shit. I thought you was a hood nigga.
Yeah, nah, that's just me. My tattoo is just me expressing myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like. You know, some people get tattooed like gang tattoos and shit, and that's just for a different purpose.
Yeah.
Me, my tattoos situational
something.
tattoos. So it's like I haven't been tatted in a while because I ain't, you know. But this shit here, I'm not finna get nothing tatted from this situation. But just in general, like whenever I've been through something like hurtful or whatever. Pain is what, you know what I'm saying, got me through it, and it was tattoos. But I already knew I wanted to be tatted up when I was a kid,
Made that
playing
shit a
Madden
while
and,
ago.
and Grand Theft Auto and, you know, fucking Smackdown, putting tattoos on my dude. I always wanted to be tatted. So,
I'm gonna get tattoos one day. I just gotta wait to the right time.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
They all
By
say
summertime,
that. They
then
all
we
say
having a
everyone
full-
says
What does
that.
that mean?
You're probably never gonna get a tattoo.
No, I am. All right, listen. Ever since I was able to leave working, listen, I'm gonna get tattooed.
I can't take the pain, bro.
You
Yeah,
have-
bro, it's
I'm
not,
good
bro,
with
it's
needles,
really
bro.
not even pain, bro. That shit just
Y'all
it's
got
just annoying.
you got it on your hand. You got it on your neck.
I'm
I know
tatted
y'all
everywhere.
was going through it on that
I
damn.
got tattooed. I
Oh,
just
no,
need
yeah,
to
I
get
was
some
going
more
through
shit.
it.
It ain't, bro. I mean, certain ones, but
Probably the most
It's
the
the
way
depend
y'all
on the
looked at
spot,
it,
don't
I
it?
ain't even
I
gonna
don't
cap,
have
bro.
that.
I grew up where
I
you
went
got
like
females
12
with
hour
full
session one
sleeves.
time.
Oh yeah, so you
Yeah,
gotta
you
get
got
that
females with full sleeves. It's like that's like seeing the bitch work the way I work. Like damn, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can get all these tattoos, why can't I? I used to be scared of them, but after I got my first one, that's a drug.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
cap, this shit is
Like,
addictive, boy.
Addicting as fuck. I got my first one. I didn't stop for like 2 years straight.
Niggas
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
I'm
I
gonna
had
be
to
back
figure
in
out
a
what I
month.
wanted
Yeah.
though, like before I got a tattoo, like something that was gonna stick with me permanently. Cause like, I feel like I've lived like 12 lives. Bro.
Mm.
So like,
Old
there are
nigga.
consistent tropes that have existed in all of those, and I think those are the things I want to get tatted. But I just had to figure out. I'm definitely getting Gemini tatted on me somewhere. I'm gonna turn my body into a
Gemini
Gemini
gang?
mural.
Yeah,
Facts.
my boy.
This is crazy. this is insane.
What?
I'm gonna
It's
get
duality.
SCS on me too for sure. For sure.
This is no. I can't get tattoos, bro. It's just the pain involved, bro. It's
You
just,
ever, so you can't
I mean,
take like
you
shots
gonna
at the
feel
doctor?
pain because you a hairy nigga. I'm just looking at your wrist right now. You gonna have to get your shit waxed before you get yours.
Yeah, for sure.
probably. I don't think if I were to get one, it'd be my mom's name. That's probably the only tattoo I'll ever get. And then if I have kids, probably my kids' name.
That's how all the old niggas that do mechanic work got do one little mom tattoo, and they go to work, man.
Yeah,
Shit
shit,
cool.
big stand.
Yeah, big stand,
Mommy.
man.
Hey, mommy.
Who's your favorite porn star?
Oh, damn, this nigga right into it.
See, we get.
She look like she about to choke
ain't
him.
gonna
Look how
cap.
she's looking at the side of his
That's
face.
why I asked it.
You better not say no big
I don't
booty
give a
white
fuck.
bitch, okay?
No, you're right, because that's definitely.
Oh shit, you
Yeah,
heard that
please.
laugh, nigga? Nah, she go to work, boy.
I
She
cheer for him.
dance.
No,
I'm dead.
How long did it take you to feel comfortable falling asleep around her?
we are
One,
not toxic.
A nigga not worried about
Don't let
that.
the tattoos and
No,
the-
I'm
She-
just.
she don't-
Hey,
she don't
so
like-
he's
Sweetheart.
being very stereotypical
Nah,
right now.
too,
This is
she
very,
don't
very.
sound. I mean, a
No,
nigga
trolling.
don't.
No, you're not. You're
It's
not.
just, bro,
Stereotype.
the way we is, we don't. I mean, certain shit a nigga don't talk about. But me, I'm open to talk about whatever. I don't really. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
Sarah Banks.
Hey,
I mean,
No, white. She's
No, no,
white.
no,
Not
she
white.
black.
No, that's the,
Okay.
She
that's
got
the girl with
little
the
ass
pink
tattoo.
hair.
Oh,
black.
Sarah Banks.
She
I
got
thought
little
when
ass
you
tattoo.
when you said you
That
when you
little
was
ass
talking
tattoo.
about
No.
No,
I don't know.
no, Sarah J.
Oh, Sarah
You know, I
J.
said Sarah Banks.
Sarah Banks, yeah.
Nigga.
She got them two little in-house basketball hoops, basketball, and a little laundry basket for sure. They just moving.
I
nigga,
don't
ass
know,
cheeks.
bro.
Nigga,
Bruh,
sh-
yeah, nah, she official.
she's one of the
I don't know.
veterans right now.
High school days, she was, I was killing my shit to her for sure.
So do y'all still obviously you guys in a relationship, right? And this is about to go completely left here. Not left in a bad way.
No,
but
no.
we're just going.
It don't matter
completely
where
off
it
topic
go.
here.
She's scared over
So,
there.
no, wait. Listen, so
Oh.
whatever. So you guys are in a relationship, right? I've always wanted to ask this question to a couple. Do you guys still watch porn even though y'all are in a relationship?
I mean, yeah, a nigga would probably watch porn and smash at the same time.
That's a real, that's a real
I
relationship.
mean, that's just
Would y'all ever do OnlyFans?
no.
Okay.
I
Shit,
wouldn't.
y'all
I
better
ain't-
than me, boy.
I mean, I wouldn't though. I ain't.
Oh,
it ain't
oh,
even that.
God,
It's,
We're both.
it's
so you
all
don't.
type of
Can,
shit.
can you give her the mic really quick, really quick? So and just hop in the camera.
Let me just get.
So, do you think it's of low morality for parents to do porn?
It really just depends.
What's it depend on?
Would they see as right for them? And their children?
I feel like in a way, like, cause you know some kids they are into social media and they can get access to OnlyFans. And if you have an older kid, you don't want to see your mama getting smashed by some dude on OnlyFans or even see a link to it. I mean,
Right. But
I would say it like this though. My only mindset to that is we were born with computers, right? We have VHSs. I think technology for the younger generation moves fast enough that by the time they get to being able to see what their parents are doing, I feel like it's going to be so hard for them to find unless their mother is a superstar. Yeah. Now, if your mother's Lisa Ann, like, because I asked you, I said, what percentage of OnlyFans?
Porn stars.
You said what?
Yeah.
No, he
Porn
named them.
stars.
He said the two white women was Sarah J and Lisa Ann. They were the top two. He said that
but
in the video.
OnlyFans is like the same thing as like porn stars.
Yeah, but how many porn stars?
And you can literally just go on Google and type in a porn star.
Exactly.
Name and boom,
But you
see
gotta
a mom
know.
right there.
But you gotta
It's
know
like,
so much
damn,
information
mama.
to be able
You
to
think
find
people are
that
just gonna
person.
type in their mom's name?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But
what?
some people got stage
When I was
names,
younger,
though.
I used to type my mama name everywhere. What? Most of these.
Somebody got stage names.
Most of them
Nigga,
have
So
their,
you-
most
so-
of
so
them
do
have
you
their
think-
real
Star
name though.
So do you
Power,
think
nigga,
there's not a
I'm-
VHS floating around in this world
I mean, it
of
is
your
the-
mom at Freaknik?
Come on now.
I mean, no.
How do you
Shit.
know?
Cause shoot, I mean, look, I'm old. Okay.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Whatever
They
technology.
might not even have cameras back then.
No, they had cameras,
Doing
but
some
nobody,
freaky shit.
but nobody uses VHS no more, right?
Yeah.
So by the time they start Oculus as like the premier way to watch porn, nobody's gonna be on
so
OnlyFans
you don't
watching.
think? So you don't think? Okay, well, kids start using kids start using the internet and start watching porn around 10, 11 years. Wow, shit,
Yeah.
I was watching.
Y'all was
Yeah,
better.
but
I ain't
did
watched
you know?
porn till I was
Hold up, but did you
14.
know how to
What?
search for porn? You were watching it, but did you know
I
how
learned
to?
how to search for porn when I was 11. So let's say, for instance, someone's kid is 5 right now,
I
right?
need some supervision.
You think 6 years? Please, I'll get to you in a second. But you think 6 years in the future, the internet won't be around for kids to
I'm
type
not gonna
in?
say the internet won't be around, but there are some Pornhub
Yeah.
workers, right? That people don't even. Pornhub isn't a thing that people talk about like that no more. It's OnlyFans now. So now we're going to this place to find this content. If you existed as a low tier porn star on Pornhub, what's the
Okay.
chances of you coming across
Nigga,
your
there's
mom?
something called
I mean,
Batty Hub. nigga,
Pornhub
where
is
you
free
can
though. Not
find-
everybody finna sit up there and pay for no OnlyFans.
Yeah, for sure. But
So
You know how many pages you got?
what you gonna pick? OnlyFans, $15.99 a month, or free?
You could get premium OnlyFans content on free websites like Batty Hub. Shout out to
You
Batty.
better
But they better
know.
start getting us some money, bro. Cause
Just
you
saying.
counting these niggas out.
I'm just saying.
But nah,
I'm just saying.
that shit, man.
I don't see like
I do it. I don't give a fuck.
yeah like.
I'm gonna tell my
I'm not
kid.
saying
I'm gonna
you should
look.
be right
Your
for
daddy
it,
was
but
out here
people-
slinging dick on the internet.
But people who see like, unless you're like a superstar, like I don't see like unless your kid wants to find it, I don't see them coming across your stuff like that. If you make a 3-year career out of it, you get you a house. You know what I'm saying? Get out of it. I don't see you being the person who your kid just sees across the timeline. Of course, if you're Kim Kardashian, right, and you got Ray J, another superstar that you're in a video with, your kid's gonna see it. But how many people are like that though? You probably know less than 1% of porn stars, and you're a porn connoisseur,
Porn expert.
expert, whatever you want to say.
Difference.
Like, what's the chances of a low tier person being found? I don't see.
It's a chance. That's all that matters. Shit.
So you think so all of y'all in here, y'all think none of y'all parents got a sex tape out there somewhere?
Nigga,
I mean,
know my parents is
I mean,
Depending
even
on their
if
age, it might
they
not
do,
use it,
bro.
it might not
Even
be
if they
VR.
do, it ain't. I was about to say, even if they do, the quality's so low, you probably ain't gonna be able to tell. So it ain't gonna matter. At the end of the day, it's like I can sit there and be like, I can know that's my mom and my dad, and sit there and be like, no, that's not them.
Yeah.
But on now, nigga, that's your mom and your dad. We see
Yeah.
pictures of y'all.
But see, they thought that back then too.
Yeah, but shit, I don't know, cause I mean, like you say, technology is gonna change. Like that's why I laugh when you said that Oculus shit. That's gonna be something, boy.
Listen, that's one
the
thing I
VR.
That's
did,
gonna be something, boy.
bro.
Yes.
When they said the
Porn on
Oculus, they
VR.
have like this
They
VR.
do.
I'm gonna show you.
They do have it already.
Yeah, they do. It's
Nigga,
like
you about to
360.
be
You
like,
can.
nigga,
It's
walk
weird.
in.
I'm dead.
Oh, and
Bro.
they have like a mechanic thing you can connect to your like. And it,
bro, they
Yeah, I
got
heard
a they
that's
got a twerking
They-
pussy pocket now. That shit is crazy.
Listen,
They be doing
they're
too much.
developing
Man,
a
what?
sleeve
Go get you some pussy.
with like you know them tinge units that you use for your back.
Yeah.
It's connected to that, so you could feel what you're looking at on it, bro. It's some real Matrix shit, bro.
Nah, my homeboy.
Are you talking about the haptic feedback?
Yeah, like
I know you're talking
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
my
crazy.
homeboy actually said that he had one of them little virtual reality joints and was beating his joint while he was using it. So,
I got one at the crib.
hey,
That's some freaky individuals. Man.
No, I got it because I was trying to stream video games, but we were at a certain YouTuber's crib and they were like, "Man, I got the Oculus and I seen the 360 porn and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "All right, let's see what this is." And I was like,
I like this.
I had the thing on. I'm looking. I say, "Yo, nah, this is sick."
Did it
This
feel
is
like you
very
was really
sick.
in there,
I mean,
or did it seem like you were on the screen?
The thing about like Oculuses is your body's accustomed to your eyes, right?
Right.
So like you're gonna get motion sickness when you first put it because your brain's trying to recalibrate. So like once your eyes adjust to what you're seeing, it looks real. Like whatever you're experiencing looks like what is. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy how the eyes and the mind work. Cause
Yeah.
you can be watching that shit like on it. I ain't never been on it on the VR shit, but just playing the games on that bitch, it's like damn. Like I know I'm not here, but it feel like I'm here to the point where it seems so real. Like that shit be crazy as fuck.
Bro, that and shrooms made me realize there's no way we know what's going on. Whatever's going on is going on, and you'll never find out.
What you mean, from the government type behind?
No.
closed doors
I'm just
shit?
talking about your mind. Your
Oh,
mind can
yeah.
play whatever trick on you want.
For sure.
There's no way you're going to
so
figure
would
it
you
out.
say you're ignorant then?
Of course.
We're all ignorant.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think I don't think I'm willfully ignorant. Like I try to figure out what's going on, or at least from like the perspectives around me, what is right. But you'll never know what is. It moves too fast for you to find that out. You could just try. That's it.
Yeah.
So
That's a fact, man.
yeah.
That's a fact. So, yeah, man.
That
Man,
shit crazy.
what else besides cheating stories? I know you got some other. You know what I'm saying? Gerald, you want to tell him your how you developed burning anxiety?
Man, we've went through that a few times before, man. So I won't get too deep into it, but basically my situation was kind of like yours. Shorty wasn't answering the phone. By the time she answered the phone, she came back to the room. We was about to smash. She took her pants off. Whole room started smelling like condom, nigga. Just rubber. Me being
Hold on. Before you start,
no,
what do you think happened next?
He probably still fucked.
Okay, what do you think happened next?
He might be sick.
I mean, it's like a couple things that I can think of. I hope you ain't just get down there like no sucker and smell the pussy. Like, I hope you ain't get down there. And
Well,
What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think? What do you think happened?
I think he probably smashed and then asked to.
Why do they think so lowly of you?
Like,
I mean, that's how you know you smell some shit. You be like, bitch, let me check your pussy. Like, it's niggas out here who do that
he
shit.
probably like, damn, well maybe shit. let me
As
just
soon
make
as I smell
I just hope you don't fall in that
rubber,
category.
Don't do
Outta
it.
there.
Do it now. Ask questions later. That's fine.
I'm dead.
Listen,
No, I know some niggas that don't care, bro. They cover their nose, bro.
let the story continue.
I mean, I'm not going through the whole story, but
Wow.
I mean, it's almost over with. I mean, basically, I
He
mean,
still smashed for sure.
I still
Ding,
smash.
ding, ding, yo.
And I smash raw too, nigga. I smash, nigga.
Wait.
Smashing is smashing, nigga.
Dear,
Smashing is
Well,
smashing.
what's your most down bad story? What's the most down bad you've ever been for like some coochie?
Yeah, I didn't have
From
from
You gonna get this nigga's neck?
I ain't never really
Yeah.
been down bad, bro. I don't be liking to say it, but like that nigga, I've been on it. You know what I'm saying? Like in my younger years, bro. Like I was that nigga. I could say that.
You ain't never had no dry spell? No motherfucker. Hey, bitches ain't fucking with a
I mean,
nigga right now. God damn.
When I
First of
wasn't,
all, he
when
was
I
a
wasn't-
virgin before he met her.
Oh, right.
When I
Come
wasn't.
on now, what are we doing?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, all right, so now we getting real.
No, not everyone is like you, but not everybody has to lie. Okay.
So my nigga,
I-
you ain't had no dry
I
spell?
mean-
Like, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks.
I mean, I'm
3 weeks.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
I know I have, but it
But
wasn't
then
like
they
I was
called
out
you
there.
to do like.
No,
okay.
it wasn't like if I was,
Mhm.
it wasn't like I was just looking for it. If
Gotcha.
the access is everywhere. It's
Mhm.
just about how you put on for it type shit. Cause we can't make no motherfucker get into bed with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if you can work it, then that's what you do. That's what I did. But like I said, that shit got old. That shit got old quick.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have a girlfriend since I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
Like G shit. And
Okay.
it even though there was like little relationships, but
Yeah.
I've been learning how to be in relationships since I was a kid. And it's just like now all that
What's your longest relationship?
3 years. Before that, I would get tired of them because it was a lot of them available. So it's like I didn't even got to deal with you no more. I go somewhere else. But that's before I, really learned about relationships. You know what I'm saying? And being in an actual relationship, because the only relationship I seen was fucked up. Was my mom and my dad's on.
Yeah.
So it's like that was the norm. So I do that shit. But now it's like I know what it takes to be in a relationship. It's hard, but it can be easy at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody I've been with, unfortunately and fortunately at the same time, just been lessons. So
I think like the more you know what you're looking for, the easier it's gonna be. Like once
yeah,
you
but I don't even think it's what you're looking for. It's just natural because you
Yeah.
you ain't like we call each other soulmates and shit, but we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? We feel that like because we click so quick, it seemed like we known each other all our lives type
Yeah.
shit. But that's just a phrase to say probably to make a nigga feel better type shit about our relationship and our bond and shit. But like I don't know, like y'all believe in love at first sight?
I don't.
I
You don't truly.
I gotta fuck first to find that out.
Yo, that's crazy.
I mean, I feel you on it, but I just want to see y'all.
Because
Hold
if
on,
if the
we
pussy
can't
trash,
let that
I'm not
slide,
gonna
bro.
keep going. Like why would I try to find love if your pussy shit?
Yeah,
Like
no,
you
I
can't
feel
get head. I don't want you. No,
I can
I'm sorry.
agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I thought you a virgin.
You said, no, I can agree with what you said. Like, I didn't say that's me. I've done that.
No, but I just think, bro, people act like sex ain't a big thing, bro. Yes, it is. If
Yeah,
your
nah,
pussy
it
is trash,
is,
I'm
but
not want it. Like, I'm
It
cool.
is. I
You can be as cool
I
as
just
you
had
wanna
to
be.
realize it ain't everything though.
No,
that
facts.
Was,
It's
that
not
was
everything.
that was a everything for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can go goddamn get it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's
That's
a quick
what,
one right now.
But it's
yeah.
just like I would break. Man, listen, cuz.
So what's the most petty thing you think you broke up with somebody for?
Well, I ain't gonna say break up because I wasn't with her.
I
was
talking.
talking- that too.
No, I wasn't with her. I was talking to her, but the bitch breath was just hot.
How did you get with her?
Well,
It
on
wasn't-
Facebook.
Wait, so
I
this
was one
is
of them type
early.
of niggas. Facebook, Instagram.
Wait, so you cuffed her on Facebook?
Yeah.
He one of them status niggas you say now in a relationship with.
No,
type.
not necessarily, but
Okay.
who trying to pull up?
Okay,
Nah, pull
okay,
up,
okay.
shit like that.
So was you selling the dream?
You weren't dating her.
Nah,
Oh, okay, okay.
I ain't really got no. I ain't broke up with nothing petty. It's just whatever I was with must not meant to be.
Wait,
I ain't
'cause
with
she's
him
making a face back there.
You want to get your gripes off, man.
Please, because she's making a face back there.
I mean, I don't know why she gonna be extra anyways. I don't even pay her no
Where's
mind.
he
She do
worried
that
about
shit
it?
every day.
Yeah.
Hey man, yo, can you please touch on?
Oh,
Please
I want to read y'all something.
get into
right?
your bag, my boy.
All right.
talk about this
You're
young
gonna
lady.
remain nameless because I noticed why you made the comment, but I know you're gonna watch because look at you. But okay. So in this podcast with
Yo.
Rich, I stated that the church, right, isn't a brick and mortar place. It's your community, and this was the rebuttal of somebody in the comments. The church isn't the community. It's our individual bodies who are the believers of Jesus that make up the church or the body of Christ. So if a collection of people and them make up the body of Christ, what is the church? I'm saying based off those words, how is that not your community?
Right.
A community of people make up the body of Christ, which is the church, right? Which is crazy. And
Bless you.
she proceeded to say, Holla is perceived to be smart for those who lack knowledge. Okay. Yeah. So
You a con man. That's what she's saying.
So she quoted and said, "For my people perish for lack of knowledge." Now in the book it tells you nobody will have all the knowledge of God. That's what it says. So she too will perish, but she thinks she's smarter than me, which she's playing into which she said. And then it says, "Ask Jesus for knowledge, wisdom, discernment." I'm done with her. Look, listen. A lot of people, I have never seen this person make a positive comment and say, you know what, I really support this person in what they're saying. I've never seen it happen. So it's almost like there's a lot of projection. You know what I'm saying?
P-word.
Yeah, a lot of projection in the things they say, and I don't know. Like, I wish I would. We should have touched this on the beginning of the podcast because I had a.
No, we can get onto it. Pause that. But on the next pod.
Yeah,
we
for
can.
sure.
We can.
I just don't understand. Why can't you? I feel like somebody who really walks with Jesus like they say they do would have a lot more positive things to say about people. Right? Wouldn't you believe that?
I don't want to.
You think I don't have positive?
No, but you walk with Jesus.
No, you're talking about the person we talking about.
Yeah, the person
Since
we're
she's
talking
so
Oh, I thought you were saying
Yeah,
yourself.
the
embedded in
authentic
walking
part.
with us.
Yeah, it seems like you'll have some more. I walk with the idea of Jesus for sure. Just like he said, like he died for a purpose. Everybody has a purpose out here. I feel like. So when people try to discredit other people's perspective in life, that person has a purpose that may not align with what your reality may be, but their purpose still is their purpose, no matter who you may be, right? So when I say I have this idea of this thing, that's what it is.
Do you think said person is targeting you?
No. They're just, they probably got nothing else to do.
Is she a hater? Does she want you?
No, she got a wife, man. I did troll her one time. I was like, if y'all need a unicorn, call me. I did. But
I just feel like at the end of the day, because I don't know that whole situation, which I just see, check out on your next joint. But just as far as, like, we all different.
Yep.
People don't be realizing that. People, you know what I'm saying, because we got the ways of this world, or this physical world that we live in, that's the way it's supposed to be. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that we doing, even being in this house like this, I don't even think we meant to be as human beings. We like animals. We got animal instincts type shit.
Right.
So it's just like a whole bunch of shit that people be saying be kind of invalid, because it's like, we different. Why should I expect you to think the way I think, and vice versa? Why should I expect anybody to act how I act when I'm me? Y'all never been me before. I've never been y'all. So it's like people ideas and, what people think and how they act on certain shit. People don't never sit down and understand and take time to be like, okay, cool, that's how they operate. Let's try to, meet in the middle, be mutual about it, instead of just taking your side and only being, one-sided type shit versus look at the whole totality of the story. People don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, that shit be blowing, but.
I think once you understand, like, how difficult it is for you to be you, it's easy for you to say, I accept that person for who they are. Do I agree with it? Maybe not. But I understand you trying your best just like everybody else is. And that's just the truth. There are some people who they're destructive, but they become destructive because they feel like they're trying to protect themselves from whatever it is, whatever pain, trauma it is. They just trying to protect themselves from ever feeling like I'm belittled in front of these people I have a persona of, or whatever else it may be. Like, that's all they doing. But you got to stay away from people who feel like they got to fight outside of themselves to feel whole. Once you become hard, you could let things walk away. You think this about me? Cool, that's fine.
Let it be that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's where it took me at all these years. Motherfucker said something about me, and I felt it to be true.
Mhm.
It was what it was. Now I'm
Yeah.
snapping. But it's like, nah, nigga, you can call me bitch, pussy, all this. It is what it is,
Yeah.
bro. That don't make me mad no more. 'Cause
Exactly.
I know what's up. I know myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to become my own best friend to realize that.
Mhm.
Like, it was times where I ain't go out the house for months and just sat in the room, legit talked to myself, like, whole conversation.
Yep.
Because I hated things about myself and just my life, period. And then it's really all about, you know, wanting to change that. Because if you want to change, I tell them and I tell hella people all the time when I get to talking, like, it's about that person. So anybody can be better. It's just about if you want to or not.
Yeah.
Because if you want to, you're going to take the steps to work on it. And you can only work on something when you get in a situation. So if you got anger issues, you ain't going to be able to work on your anger issues if you don't get angry. You got to get angry to work on it. Now you can, okay, boom, I ain't going to hit this. I'm going to just walk away. Or, you know, I'm going to take a couple breaths versus last time you hit some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's you working on it. So that's with anything in life. Like, motherfucker be telling people you can be anything you want to be. That's true. It's up to you if you want to, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be hard. Ain't nothing easy. But if you choose to do that and, you know, put that energy in that only, you can do whatever you want to do, bro.
And like, there's another thing in the book. Hopefully, you quote this too. But like, you gotta participate in your own salvation. You have to participate in your own rescue or something. She gonna comment the actual.
Oh, you know she's gonna comment.
Yeah, she's gonna do it. But like he said, you have to want to do it. So, but you also, in participating in your own saving, right? You have to realize you don't want to change. That's fine. I'll just move myself over here, and you can continue not to change over there, right? And people can live on with that, bro. Life isn't that hard, bro. Once you understand yourself, life become way more easy.
Way easier and less stressful, bro.
Because you know where to place yourself. Like, your parents do their best of they understanding, like, I'm going to put you in sports. You're going to play piano. You're going to go be a doctor. They're trying to place you in what they think is best for you. At some point, you have to say, appreciate y'all, but I'm gonna do this, all right? And I'm going to figure out how to survive at what I want to do, right? And as long as you have, like, those foundations of respect, good character, honesty, you know what I'm saying, you'll thrive anywhere if you are there long enough. It's just the truth.
Bro, on that, I think, like, we're just about on parents and shit. But, like, I think parents, like, especially us coming up, like, when we start having kids and shit, yeah, I know you said you got a kid. So, I mean, like, I think, like, when we actually find out, when they get to that age, of like, nah, dad, mom, this is what I want to do. Shit, help them just be the best. Like, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? So they don't feel like, my parents don't want to do it, fuck it, I got to do it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a way harder road.
It's just a
to be
support
what you wanna
system.
be. Yeah, for sure.
Just
You ain't even got no
support,
money.
like-
Just, like, fucking be there for me. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you don't know
That shit
how
help a
much
lot.
you know, a parent, a brother, or a friend coming to a game can have on somebody.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big part. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got that support system, it's like, damn, I'm here by myself. Now I'm kind of nervous. But when my people pull up, so I'm ready.
It's
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Like, it's up. Like, it's a whole different feel. And then just to give them that experience too,
Yeah.
with doing whatever I'm doing that I love doing, that's a good feeling too. So,
Yeah.
like, it ain't just for self. It be for the betterment of everybody too.
Type.
Like, that's why I fuck with y'all podcast, because the same shit y'all be talking about, I be talking about the same shit, but a lot of people don't really understand or get it, because they be young, you know,
Right.
like 18, 19 and shit. I try to talk to these kids at the gym or whatever, and they don't really understand where nigga be coming from, but it just like, shit, one day you will,
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, in your younger years versus you being 40 and figuring this
Looking
shit out.
back, yeah.
Like,
That shit sucked. That was the biggest thing, bro. I think I was 16. Some old dude was like, I was playing basketball at the park. He was like, bro, whatever you want to do, make sure you do it the right way, because you're going to look back and be like, damn, trying to take shortcuts, be like, damn, this road just went all out sorts and shit, and where you saw your life going. And just do what you need to do now, because you're going to look
I've
back and
seen
be
the
mad.
consequences of people trying to snake the way, bro. Every time. Bro, we had losing seasons in football because people's dad was the coach. I see when you don't put the best, what is best, if you don't make that decision, you'll never succeed. That was Coach's Sons was the first thing that taught me, like,
Called daddy ball.
yeah, you don't care about this team. You care about your son. but you have everybody else's life in the balance, and you're willing to throw everybody else's well-being away because of what you want your son to be, not what's best. And that taught me that. Also, like, I mean, obviously, your parents tell you, you know what I'm saying. My kindergarten teacher, the first day of school, she said, treat others how you want to be treated, bro. And that stuck with me my whole life. And ever since I did that, if that's why I tell people I would never put people in positions where they have to deal with angry me, right? I'm going to just let you get this close. Because who you are, if you get this close, it's going to be bad, right? And I extend that same courtesy to everybody else. If I feel like I'm destructive to somebody, like if I know I'm going to antagonize them to the point of, I just won't say nothing. If I'm beefing with somebody or if I have like some type of, I'm just not going to say anything because I'm not going to be the first one to cross the line. I'm going to let you. But as long as you don't, we never have anything to worry about.
Yeah. A lot of these people do things based out of emotion. That's why the Clippers never won a ring because that nigga Doc Rivers got his son on the team and shit. So,
Hey man, shout out to Austin Rivers.
Is it a possibility that Chris Paul is just trash?
High school.
You did? Oh shit.
Oh, so back to the Steph Curry being the best shooter of all time.
Back on that again, girl.
What's that mean?
nigga, what did you?
Well, remember y'all were
No, but never mind.
Hold on, what?
CP3 being trash is crazy. But
I'm a CP3 hater, man.
Go ahead.
Oh, he hates
Go
you.
ahead.
I'm about to say.
Tell
Oh,
the world the outrageous statement that you made earlier. Please.
Man, probably about an hour ago. And he hit this man with the, like how people be saying Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. They only saying that because that's the greatest shooter that y'all able to see, that y'all see that's put on that stage. I feel like, and I know it is, bro, it's billions of people on this earth. You can't tell me not one person can shoot better than Steph Curry. That's just not getting the exposure. They not getting the exposure. You got people that can dunk better than Zach LaVine, that can dunk better than Ja Morant. They getting more exposure though. The shooters ain't getting that exposure on the outside looking in.
There's multiple things that go into being a great shooter.
And that is what?
Like I said earlier, coming off screens, shooting off the dribble, playing in a system, playing in front of thousands of fans.
But the end
Not
result,
everybody can- not everybody-
Playing in front of thousands of fans makes you better.
I mean, it do.
It does.
The pressure of it.
It does. Like you think
I don't know about that
someone who can go out there and make 100 free throws in a row in their backyard can do that in the NBA arena? Pressure is a real thing.
Yeah, I can tell you it's a difference. I can tell you playing college, it's a difference because all them people get out there. It's like, damn, I've been playing in a little gym with only about 100 people in here. To damn, it's all 4 sides, damn near filled up. It's like all eyes on you type shit. Is way more.
It's a lot of pressure that.
What I'm saying is like, yeah, okay, boom, come off screens, pick and rolls, dribble, all of that. At the end of the day, when you flick your wrist and you release that ball, what is that motion? That's called shooting, right? So you can shoot standing still. If you good at shooting standing still and you hit most of your shots, you the greatest shooter. That's how I feel. I mean, I get what you're saying in game.
But can that person that can do that, in an LA Fitness gym, do that against NBA?
Well, I'm sure they can't.
Exactly.
I'm sure they can't.
So they're not a better
but
shooter.
I'm not saying they can't, but I'm sure they can't because they're not getting opportunity. Ain't no telling.
I was about to say.
You're
They just
saying
don't get
like
the
there
opportunity.
could be somebody out there
was better.
that if they were given being in the NBA, they could be in the middle of Singapore somewhere.
The same opportunities that they all get in the league, they just, I guess, weren't good enough. But that ain't saying nobody can't shoot better than somebody.
Yeah, what if
they, like
ahead,
you
my
see Steph Curry hit like damn near 107 threes in a row, just standing still shooting. I done seen people hit more than that. Like I done seen people jump higher than Ja Morant.
You've seen someone.
Yes,
listen, bro.
I don't know their name, but I know they played overseas.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've seen someone hit 107 threes in a row, like in person.
I ain't gonna say 107. I'd say probably like 89, 90. But that's still somebody who don't got the training, who don't got all the resources that Stephen Curry got. That's a regular dude basically compared to that. You give him all the training, all the opportunities that Steph Curry get.
That nigga might hit 130.
Like you gotta.
Where's that dude from?
He might just have go ahead.
That was in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, but I know he wasn't from Jacksonville. That's somebody that play overseas type shit. Just come back and play basketball. I don't know where he from. I just know I was there seeing that shit, shooting around with that goddamn the net, the shooting machine and shit. Bruh, legit.
Hey, I don't agree with that one, my boy, but
Do you think there's better dunkers than Zach LaVine?
hell yeah, dunking is different, bro. I
How's
think
dunking
dunking is different. When we talk about competitive dunking, that's a lot different. From,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
in-game
saying?
type
In-game shooting and stuff like that.
Hold up, so you think those people can just complete the dunk in front of thousands of people?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Talking about in-game?
I'm talking about.
Well, I don't think
I'm
Zach
talking about-
Levine's-
I'm talking about
No.
even the All-Star weekend.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
I'm saying too.
well, competitive dunking, bro. Like those niggas do that shit for a living. They get paid
that's
off
all
of
they
that
do.
shit. That's a lot
That's all they
different
do is
than
dunk.
somebody who can shoot.
So what if
quote,
someone
unquote,
just got
better.
paid for shooting? They go to
But
all
it
these
doesn't-
random
but it-
3-point
yeah, but it
contests to
doesn't- It
shoot.
doesn't happen though.
Mountain
Do
Dew,
you-
Mountain
do
Dew
you
has
think-
3-point contests all over the
Yeah,
world.
but it's not as big as competitive dunking.
Hold up, do you think
Competitive
Kyrie-
dunking is
money.
one of the competitive dunking is literally a sport, bro.
It's Mountain Dew, same people that run 3v3s and all that shit. They have 3-point contests for them same events,
Yeah, them
and
niggas-
they go all across
and
the
them
world.
them niggas
Them
can't-
niggas get paid 100K for them events
and
sometimes.
them niggas cannot shoot better than Steph Curry, my boy.
Alright,
Them
yeah.
niggas
Alright.
cannot shoot better
Hold
than
up.
Steph
Do you
Curry.
think Kyrie has the best handles in the world?
From what I've seen, yes.
I
what
think
I've
that's very
seen-
important what you said, though. From what you've seen. And his point is there's some people you may not have seen.
yeah.
That's the whole point.
Shooting
Out
handles
of billions of
different.
people
Different.
in the world, you think Steph
I
is
think
the one?
handles is more hard than
Yeah.
shooting.
For sure.
Becoming the greatest shooter and having the best handles, there's so much. Because handles, right? If you can get open, you can shoot. But to create openness with your handles, I think is a lot harder.
I know for a fact Steph Curry's the best shooter in the world, nigga. I know that for a fact.
So out of all these billions of people,
Yes.
10 billion peoples in the world,
Yes.
you know that
Yes.
Steph is number one out of all of them.
Yes.
I mean, that's his opinion. Shit, I don't fault it because, like I said, it's hard to say otherwise because you don't see nothing else.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, but
You
I
say he's
just
a victim of his perspective.
a lot of people are. A lot of people are victim of what they only see, what they only hear.
You believe in aliens?
Aliens?
Yeah.
I mean, I my perception of aliens is life on
Another
that's
planet.
not on Earth. So yeah, I believe in
Oh,
aliens.
okay.
So you believe in aliens, but you don't believe in the moon. Ooh.
The moon landing?
Yes. You
No,
don't
I mean
believe in
I
the moon
believe.
landing.
Like I said, an alien to me is life on like outside of Earth. I believe in that, but I don't believe we ever went to the moon.
I mean, if y'all think about it, we are a type of extraterrestrial, bro. If y'all don't know that or not, we are a form of extraterrestrial to extraterrestrial.
Mhm.
So it's like either way it go. I mean, I feel like everything, if you want to call it aliens or whatever, we are too. It's two worlds on this earth: sea world and our world. We can't live underwater. That's them aliens.
Wow.
Fish and shit, they can't survive on land. Only certain ones can.
No, but
Like so.
I asked him that because I was like, if you believe all them planets got life on it, you don't believe all these people ain't got the ability to shoot better than Steph Curry? Because that don't make sense to me. If you believe all that, because all these planets, you know what I'm saying, all these solar systems and shit.
What's
is
the
out there.
craziest conspiracy theory y'all think y'all believe
And
in?
they gonna switch my damn blog.
Nah, cause I told him I was gonna ask this question.
Oh yeah.
Conspiracy shit. I try to stay away from that shit because I go crazy thinking about it because it's so many unknowns.
Yeah.
Like things that we don't even know to think about. So it'd be hard.
But is there anything in this world that you like? They showed me this. I don't believe it.
I mean, that Malcolm X shit. How Malcolm X got killed.
Mhm.
See, I was into that shit because I like history a little bit.
Yeah.
So the way they say he got shot was by them dudes off stage with them shotguns.
I thought the bullets came down though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You think Farrakhan had anything to do with that?
Not Farrakhan, but it's the same way how
No, I'm asking. I didn't say I'd agree.
No,
I mean,
no.
it's
That was- I
either
didn't expect
somebody,
the name to pop
either
up.
somebody in there, cause on record, and y'all can probably look it up or whatever. But on record, then I don't know about now, but when I looked it up, the CIA rented that venue out a week before that he was doing that speech. He just came out and talked about Elijah Muhammad, infidelity and having multiple sex partners and kids with these women that's underage. So once that got out, that's when, basically the whole Malcolm X start feuding with the Muslims and shit.
The Nation of Islam.
Yeah,
That's
the
why
Nation
I
of
asked
Islam.
Farrakhan
So it's
question.
like that. I don't know. You can say that, but I don't think Farrakhan. I say more so Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, bro.
Or some of his disciples and shit. But other than that, like I just feel like what they were describing that they knocked the top out
Yeah.
and put snipers up there. So it made it seem like those dudes, they were scapegoats.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a lot of people be getting killed. I feel like same thing with Nipsey. I feel like
Oh, for sure.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that be knowing more than what you supposed to know in they eyes, you a target. Because you...
Good.
The Nipsey
Wait,
thing.
real quick. Okay, we're gonna touch on
I
that.
don't know about that one.
But on the Farrakhan thing, you gotta understand, Farrakhan was not at the pinnacle of the Nation of Islam at that time. So he wasn't even like in the top percent of that. So it was all Elijah Muhammad and, you know what I'm saying, his corridor of people up there. So Farrakhan came in after that. Yes, he was building a name for himself, but Farrakhan literally came after that in the public eye. Then he became the Nation of Islam once Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah,
Prophet
I'm
Muhammad
not.
died. No, I know.
yeah,
I'm
I
educated.
just asking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just asked the question.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you said that a couple times, so I'm educating. So
no,
let you know.
I mean, you don't have to educate me on it though, because I just asked him the question. I see conspiracy theories online about it all the time. I'm actually a Farrakhan supporter, so like I see conspiracies on it all the time. I know he didn't do it. I just wanted to ask him the question. That's all.
Oh, okay. So I was coming with the impression you was because you said it. That's why I'm asking because you said it before. Like you said, you got to think Farrakhan anything with anything.
No, I like
do
to
with it?
ask that question to
Hold on,
see where
brother.
people's like headspaces.
I was in the wrong mental because I thought
Gotcha.
you were assuming Farrakhan did it. I was like Farrakhan wasn't even up there. So if
No,
niggas say that, it's stupid.
I wouldn't say that. Like I said, it's somebody in the Islam community though for sure
For
set
sure.
that up with
Yeah.
the government
Yeah.
to do that. And unfortunately, them two dudes that had blanks in their guns and got arrested and shit. So
It's just like slavery. People think slavery was all like just white. Like no, bro. Two sides had a part to play in that for sure. It was black and white, and they made that shit the slave trade. That shit happened. So.
The Nipsey thing, though. So what was your thought process on the Nipsey thing?
I just thought with the motion with Dr. Sebi, however you said, no disrespect, but they whole movement and they discussions and stuff. It's just like, cause not too long after Nip died, then if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Sebi died too, right? Not too long after that, or before, right?
Yeah.
So, but even then, that make it for me even a little bit better, cause it's like I'm sure I ain't gonna say they got this shit tapped, but I'm sure they know some of the conversation that him and Nip had, to where now Nip hold all the information that he had. Now
Dr. CB got books and he got a website with all this stuff you could get. The only reason I don't think that's the reason why is because one, all the information is out there. They didn't I don't think there's much that Nipsey could say that you couldn't find through a.
But that's the point. His influence.
But
you just got books. You know what I'm saying? Even online, people ain't really searching for that.
But don't you think that's backwards though? Because I think that's why Family Guy made that joke though. We as the black community overplay the relevance of what Nipsey was to the world. He's this thing to us because we watched it happen.
Yeah.
We watched him sell records for $100 or $1,000. We seen him set up the Proud to Pay program. We seen him do this thing in Crenshaw, start the Marathon store. We seen that, right? So if you, by him dying, actually would amplify what he was saying, right?
Supposed to.
Yeah, supposed to, right? So I don't think it would be in their best interest to kill him for that, right? Because now everybody's gonna look back. Everybody's gonna question why. And once people start looking for the reason why something happened, they're eventually gonna find the truth. Because the first question you have to ask to get to the truth is why, and then you'll be led to the truth, right? So it wouldn't be in their best interest to kill him.
But it might be because with our history and just speaking on black folks in general, some shit happened. 2 weeks go by, we fucked up over it.
Yeah.
2 more weeks go by, we forget it. And that's what I think on. Like, okay, cool. I ain't saying they banking on niggas to forget it, but at the same time, given our history with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and people rioting for all that time, and then all of a sudden it just stopped.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what, I'm saying, they banking on. But, I mean, like I said, I might be wrong. I might be right. I don't know. It's just all speculation.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think what happened. Like, it was somebody who was hating. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think that too.
Misfortunate, because for him to have left without a bodyguard this morning, that's
It's peculiar.
Yeah, even people who's like the Drake kill X thing.
Shit's crazy.
I just heard about
But
it.
I think think it's debatable though, bro. I think it is.
Let me ask you, why would a nigga say that though? To be funny?
No, because
Niggas is really beefing.
Listen,
Hmm?
this is how people take whatever puzzle pieces they want and try to put a
I
picture
don't know
together.
what happened.
No, I'm
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to tell you though.
Okay.
So, X posted. Well, they had the whole thing. Drake reached out to X in jail. Was like, we need to work, right? X gets out of jail. Drake drops KMT, right? Which is basically the same flow that X uses, right? So X felt away. He was like, oh, I thought we were supposed to work. Start slandering him. Obviously, Drake's in a position now, like, maybe, okay, like, I wanted to work with you, but maybe now I won't. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just music we just creating, right? So then there's a picture that comes out that is, I don't know if it was photoshopped or it's just a lookalike, but it's a guy doing something to a cop guy, right? So X posts it. The internet does what it does. Then he posts, if I die, it was Drake. Clearly trolling, bro. Trolling, right? Both sides, probably.
Right.
You know, and then time went on and X passes.
Yeah.
And if you see what happened, this isn't something that was hired by a billionaire to do. Right? Some people just seen him go take bread out the thing, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted the money. And there's no, and I think it comes down to the actions that were had, because you're saying he was sent to die, but if he let go of that bag, who's to say they still shot him?
Thought he did let go.
No, he didn't. He wouldn't let the bag go. That's how he got shot. Right?
Okay.
So, but I get it too. Like that was a trauma response. I've been fighting my whole life. I'm not giving this up what I earned.
50 bands.
Yeah, 50 bands.
It might have
But
been a
even
millionaire,
though
but 50 bands.
a lot of niggas still, you gotta think nowadays though, you know, because back then you ain't necessarily have to kill nobody if you robbed them, because it ain't like no cameras and video and all that shit they got now. But it's like now, like you robbing Nip.
Yeah.
You know, Nip got niggas.
Bro,
So
you
it's
got
like,
the whole city of LA.
regardless if he gave up the bag or not, you still gotta think if it's a chance that I get caught, I'm a dead man.
Yeah.
Just period. So either way it go, I mean, I think nowadays niggas just shooting regardless.
Yeah.
So it's
And for everybody to be out here singing the Perk 30 song, then they want to turn around and say that one song on Her Loss is he's talking about encrypted. I might do a 10, break a 10. I might do a 5. Then if y'all don't understand this nigga talking about pills when y'all be popping them, it's insane to me. Like,
I ain't even get that part. I let that shit go.
yeah, nigga, I might do a 20. I break that 10, do a 5. Then they're like, see, if you take 20 in Roman numerals, that's 2 X's. If he takes 2 5s, that's another 10. That's XXX. Right? He killed it. Like, boy.
that should be so much, but that type of like them type of conspiracy, I don't even get into it because it's like y'all just extra with it now. Y'all just looking too hard, and y'all just
No,
really.
they're not even looking at all. They're
Right.
just believing whatever.
That
Like,
shit
that's the
crazy,
truth.
bro. Like nigga be folding them dollar bills. And yeah. Do that shit.
And see the
Hey,
eyes.
You see the
that
Twin
person-
Towers.
You see the person getting hung over there, like motherfucker.
Yo,
hanging from
I
the tree
see
over
that
there.
one. That shit was
Well,
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
They
That's
said
a
they
real
got someone
thing.
hanging on
It
a
is
dollar
though.
bill. It is for
But it's
real?
just like, how do you?
Wait, it's really someone
That's
hanging on a
real,
dollar
bro.
bill?
It's really it's 2 people, bro, hanging on in the window off ropes, bro.
What?
Yes, bro. I don't know if it's a 5 or a 50, but whichever one got that house on the back of it.
Yo,
Crazy.
I believe it, but see, that's why I think, like, even with the Nip thing, the murals and stuff, I think people understand we just have to put enough, and even this is why I talk about the Bible. You put enough information, people gonna find the truth, right? America love its money. That's why I tell you the root of evil is the love for money, right? In God we trust. Even if you take the concept of what God is, bro, listen, they put it on the money, people gonna find out. Because y'all did all of this travesty for money. So if you think you're about to escape, you're not. Like, you're not. The truth is always gonna come to light, in my perspective.
I would have seen a motherfucker fold $1 for about 2 hours just to find that shit.
I think
There's
on the
no
$2
need.
bill, there was a black person in the government on the $2 bill. One of the first black. I think he was like the president of or a governor or something. I don't know, but I know there's a black person on there. All right, and he means something. I just gotta remember what it was. The truth out there, bro.
That's crazy. Still waiting for them to put Harriet on the 20 though. That's what they said they was gonna do.
They gonna put Harriet on the 20 when United States moves to crypto, bro.
Shit ain't gonna matter no more, right?
Yeah. That shit crazy.
But yeah, you can tell everybody where they can find you before you head up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or unless you got some topics you want to cover, man.
I mean, I'm straight shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was finna back out because I ain't never did no, this
for
before.
real?
So I don't be no. I talk, but it's like, with a group of people. I know, bruh. So it's just like shit. And I be talking. I talk about certain shit. So it's like I don't, I just start watching y'all shit. So I realize y'all. The way y'all think be kind of just like my shit. Yeah. So it's like, okay, cool. I ain't gonna back out. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it and just get through it. So,
What's your
if it's the
experience
next
1 to
time.
10, man?
I say it been a 10. It been funny. I mean, it's just we just talking like the same how we would be at the gym. The same shit. That's how talking supposed to go. Especially amongst men, because it's like motherfuckers talk, but they be wanting to gossip and talk about extra shit. We talking about actual real life shit that I like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That actually matter to people. And that people enjoy listening to because they might not be able to talk about it themselves. Yeah. So that's the same way how I would categorize my music. Like I talk about things that people might be afraid to talk about and don't really know how to speak on it. I just be that voice.
Do you know what the red pill community is?
Nah.
Okay.
That's that Matrix shit.
Well, they. I don't even want to talk
That's
about
the only
that.
thing I know about red pill or blue
You know,
pill.
you know who Andrew Tate is?
Nah.
Top G.
Yeah.
Damn.
Get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying, bruh. I don't know. You'll figure out though later. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tell everybody where they can find you.
Nah, I'm on IG. Or I'm really on every social media. Trego Fuego. TREGO FUEGO. Damn. Probably can't see this motherfucker, but
You can see it in
the shirt I had made for myself for a performance I had, so need to make some more. But I'm still trying to find out a brand and label and all that stuff, trying to figure it out. But,
Is that you on your shirt?
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize it.
Boy, I thought that was somebody else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was trying to figure out who it was the whole podcast.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's when I had my little dreads back then. I'm dead.
I gotta hear him freestyle.
Oh,
Yeah.
but that shit
Spit us some
dead,
bars
boy.
before you head out of here. Give us a 16.
I can't freestyle nothing.
No, you can write. You can
I
spit
can-
something
I
you
can
wrote. You know what I'm
goddamn-
saying?
I can write some shit I had on some. Damn, how that shit go? Let me see. Since a jid, I've been angry, throwing temper tantrums, breaking shit, crazy shit, nigga, I was damaged. Speaking out of pocket, wasn't gonna leave what I saying something, taking no advice, I ain't care about the breadcrumbs. To this day, I still regret that I ain't listen. Now I find myself in shitty situations and positions, doing what I can to make it. Stressing got my head aching, trying to reach my destination. I'd be damned if I don't fucking get it, cause I'm a father now. Look, I have a daughter now. I was fucking off, I knew I had to take a different route. Sat down and I looked into the mirror. Well, yeah, that's it.
Well,
yeah.
I like
A
that.
real message in there.
I was about to say.
Not that drill kill music you listen to,
None
right?
of that shit, bro. Like, cause it don't really. I make music for people to relate to, not to fucking
Make money.
go ballistic to. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to have nobody fighting shit. I might got a couple songs like that. That's just cause I was in that mood that day, but I really write based on my mood. So I got so many different styles, and I try to do all different genres. Like I done got like a country rock song I started on, like some jazzy feel, type like Rick Ross type beat on some classy
Rick
shit.
Ross beats are tough.
Yeah, it's like a
Yes.
jazzy type shit.
You never heard Rick Ross?
No, I heard Rick Ross. I never looked up like Rick Ross type beat on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that shit, it should be going hard because they smooth. Like, that's how I like smooth shit. I don't like all that. Like, people might die me for, like, motherfucker, you heard of this song? I don't really listen to a lot of people nowadays. There's certain songs that I listen to from, the main artist, but it just seems like nobody be talking about nothing. Everybody sound the same. Yeah. It's like so many, I don't know, I said one of my songs seems like it's so many clones. Like, ain't nobody authentic. Like, it just, everybody copy off of everybody's swag and just be salivating for fame, but it's just like y'all ain't salivating to be real and true with yourself. Like,
I feel like in like music, a lot of people follow the drill, and like this podcast stuff, a lot of people follow like Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody's a clone.
no, but they
in
do
some
because
way.
they see it's working for them. Like that's like Steph Curry, all of that the shooting shit, how he shoot. You go to a gym now, which I
Everybody
be hating to
pulling
go
up.
to fucking LA. You just pulling up from half court in the game. You can't do that. That's Steph Curry who can do that. He's one of the only ones who can do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
just
be
like
shoot that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
no, I mean it don't that, but I mean it'd be okay because it ain't like professional. It's just
Yeah,
fun,
facts,
but
facts,
it's just like you can see the effect that it
It
have
got.
on the game. So like all the drill music, like I think even R&B, like R&B ain't the same. It ain't the same as back then. To where
You
I
can't
like,
cry about women these days. You getting roasted
Who can?
on the internet.
you get roast, but that's if you give a fuck or not.
That's what I'm saying. If you do make music like how they was making R&B back in the day, nigga, and if you take that shit seriously, bro, you can blow.
I
up.
think so.
I
I think so, too.
guarantee your following to be big, and even if it's from people that's 30 and up.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
a hella people that miss that. It's hella people that miss that.
They
shit.
kind of tired of listening to Tank and shit. Go
And
ahead.
that's a problem with a lot of these artists though. Like, old buddy, buddy, he targeting the wrong crowd, bro. You know what we talking about?
We'll talk about it.
You
But
know
I
what
don't know
I'm
who we're
saying?
talking about. But
Oh, all right.
I
whatever.
think I might know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
It's just
it's all
about what
the
people
crowd
prefer,
you target.
man. It's just about what people prefer, bro. See me, like I
Bring
said,
loving women back, man. Get Giveon and Brent Fires up out of here. Okay.
Hey! Shout out to the Toxic
Yeah,
King,
yeah,
man. Brent
yeah.
Fire.
Walking
man.
Dead, man.
Give
is
me on.
a
Give me on is like that.
bro.
Yeah.
Every girl when I get okay if
No,
I
no,
get on
no,
the
no.
playlist.
Keep going what you talking about. Keep going what you talking
When
about.
girls tell me about their playlist when we have conversations on MySpace, okay? What?
It's a sick
you
nigga,
say-
bro.
You
Me?
say have
This is
or
a sick
had.
nigga.
Huh?
You say have or had. I
You
heard
heard
my
him. You
space.
heard exactly what he said. He said that.
Listen,
He said that.
That's terrible,
Hold on,
bro.
what are we talking about? Every girl that I have had a conversation with, not that I've had.
You have a conversation.
Yeah, every girl that I have a conversation with, like, Giveon is like their thing, which is fine, but like,
like that, bro. Would y'all consider Rod Wave R&B too?
Borderline.
soul.
But it's more like
Soul rap.
Yeah.
Like
Cause
that.
now that one too, I forgot to say. I don't know how I forgot Rod Wave. But I fuck with Rod Wave. I find myself realizing that he only do one verse. But
Yeah.
that one verse be so powerful.
Fire,
That's
yeah.
all they need.
Hit, nigga.
So like he dope with it too. He one of the rawest niggas out there, and it seemed like it's effortlessly. Like I ain't up there with them niggas yet. You know, I'm still working on my shit. I realize that I ain't no nigga who be like, oh, this the hardest shit. I know it ain't, but it's better than a lot of motherfuckers that be around here, and that I'm trying to get past. So like the way I try to approach it is, my competition ain't just local niggas. It's Kodak, it's Young Boy and all that shit. So that's why I try to work as hard as I do on it when I can, cause I can't do it full time. So I gotta work. So when I get out of work, that's really all I do. It'll be a day, you know what I'm saying? I don't write, I don't try to record, none of that shit. I try to do that shit every day. So just to get better at it. And,
Back to Giveon though, man. Listen, I don't want to hear about music of people who can't take accountability in their word. Okay, like I want to love my woman. Okay, I don't want to tell my woman that, hey, I know, but like I feel like we could just do this, but I also like her over there, nigga. No, I want the old R&B back where it's like, I'm me and you, we here. You know what I'm saying?
Like who though? Give us an
He
example.
wants
She look.
no,
We bitch dropping days. You know
bro,
the truth.
they don't listen to
I'm
them.
dead.
Why you saying
in the
that?
in the famous words of Gerald Bunkum, ignore these clowns.
He wants some of that Freddie Jackson, that You Are
Facts.
My Lady,
For
some
sure.
damn.
Now,
Some of that
oh,
shit,
but
but I fuck with that shit though.
Yeah,
that shit,
that's what I'm trying to be on.
That's
man.
real music though, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. If you listen to that shit and you don't feel nothing, something wrong with you.
I think it's a lot of people with fake feelings out here, bro.
But
that
but
give
that's
fake
why I
feelings
say
to other
it is,
people.
though. But they for what?
Yeah.
For what? You gonna listen to it when we not around? Why not listen to it when we around?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I sing. Like I'm not like as good a singer as a lot of people, but I sing. That's what I do. I don't never feel embarrassed when I sing around people. That's what I do. Like I'm not gonna hide that shit. Like motherfucker might make it seem like I'm soft or something, but that's just what I do. I sing at work. I sing in the store. I sing in the shower. I sing at the bar. Anywhere I go.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting jumped if I start singing.
You
bro,
got a
'cause that
few.
shit is trash.
You got a few artists out there though, like rappers that are not good singers, but when they sing, nigga, them songs blow up. Like Young Boy,
I was about to say,
Boy,
Young Boy.
like he cannot sing, bro. But he
Shout out my nigga Kevin Gates.
Oh, Kevin Gates too. When Lil
nigga
Wayne
be
made
trying
that
to
song
sing
"How to
some
Love,"
shit.
nigga, that shit blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I was in the
So
neighborhood.
a lot of these
singing that
niggas
shit
just
right
be
there.
acting hard just to get clout and not be flamed or feel no type of way towards nobody. Like there's no need. Like that's being fake at the end of the day, and I
Bro,
refuse to do that.
Nigga, fuck all that shit people be talking about, like in the club for the image, nigga. Listen, I'm trying to wash your hair, nigga. Massages. We're chilling in the crib. And nigga, listen. That's what I'm trying to do. Right? All of that other fake, like, not loving shit. I mean, I guess some of it come from people who that's all they know. Like you talk about, they see their, you know what I'm saying, households. That's what they seen. Like, no, nigga.
I mean, even to this day, that's like how I am. Like, like I grew up. I ain't. You know, my parents wasn't like affectionate like that.
Yeah.
I seen them arguing all day, every day.
Yeah.
I seen all of that shit. So it's like growing up, and me now, it's like sometimes I be finding myself afraid of somebody loving me. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where it's like I be ready to slide because it's like, you're getting too close to my actual heart, and it's like I can't take that shit. It's like I know I have abandonment issues, but I don't like saying that.
Yeah.
It just feel like it crippled me when I say that shit. So I don't make that excuse for it, but.
I think admitting it helps the person that you're in a relationship help you work around it, right? Because like once you admit your trauma, then you could talk to them of why you feel that way, and not to say they need to tiptoe around it like it's a minefield, but like they can navigate their actions to make you feel more comfortable to understand that my actions are in malice, right? So
You ever thought? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You ever thought about therapy?
As far as what?
Like just to get your trauma like off your chest? 'Cause
No, I tried it through my job, but it's just like, you know, when I ask any regular person, you know, y'all more so vocal and can speak on it, you know, compared to other people. But most people I tell say the same thing, even the counselors. Are you serious? And it's just like, y'all not what I need to counsel me. You know, I just need my folks that was there. We the only ones who gonna be able to counsel on this situation. So that's why I make that music now for them. It's like our counseling.
Yeah. See, I've never been a fan of therapy. But just something about telling strangers your deepest, darkest secrets. Not even darkest secrets, but just things that are going on in your life. I'm just not comfortable.
But see, I think therapy, like, you have to have somebody from your community to be your therapist. That's why, like, black women in therapy is such a big thing, I think. It's like, now you have people from your community that understand your perspective. The people who, like, are you serious? They probably never even,
And
like,
that-
you're
and
the
that what
first
I'm
time they
saying.
heard that type of story,
You
right?
know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
somebody who got an uncle that went through that, she can take her therapist skills and use that to navigate you to, you know what I'm saying?
But even in what you said telling the stranger your deepest, darkest secrets. You have. You don't realize you have, but you have on the podcast. You don't tell people stuff that you wouldn't tell nobody probably face to face, but they've heard you say it. They've heard me say it. They've heard him say it. They heard him say it. It's just what you're comfortable with. Are you comfortable telling somebody face to face or telling somebody on a video and just putting it out there type shit and then let them perceive it how they want to perceive it? Me, I can't help it. I speak on certain shit that I know I shouldn't, but I can't help it because in that moment, the person I'm talking to is God. I'm not looking at this person like, oh, you're Josh or you're Samantha, whatever the case may be. In that moment, I'm talking to you as if you're God, like, and I'm just bringing it out because if I don't, I know I'm going to lash out. I know me. I'm going to lash out. And that ain't what I want to do. So no matter if I'm in the aisle in the store and I break down, somebody talk to me or whatever, I'd sit there and tell them the whole story. That's just, I can't help it because if I don't, it ain't going to end good. So, you know, I got to be afraid to tell anybody shit because ain't nobody, you know, everybody ain't out to get you. It's just you expressing yourself. And if somebody, especially if somebody take the time out their day to listen to you, that's, you know, a part of God. I just tell you that now. Because people come to me, tell me random shit all the time, look at me like they know me all the time, and it's like, damn, that's a good spirit. Why did they come tell me that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just out of nowhere, me out of all people, and I just be feeling, I just be God telling you certain things in certain ways through different people. So.
That's what's up. But listen, appreciate you coming, you know what I'm saying? Get your story out type joint. But listen, we're going to see, what'd you say?
He said pause. I was like, damn, that was a
Get
good
your
one.
story out?
Nah,
No.
just keep going, bro.
What's pause?
Go ahead.
Man, go ahead, bro.
Appreciate having you.
You appreciate you
appreciate
coming.
you.
That's what you said.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah, that's a pause.
Y'all don't appreciate him coming?
No, for sure. You already know the truth.
No, I'm asking him.
No,
Do you
why
appreciate him
you
coming?
Why you saying it like
No, I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question. Do you appreciate him coming? He doesn't appreciate you. That's what he said. Do
That's
you
all
appreciate
good.
him coming?
That's
I
crazy.
appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's not what I asked you. It was a yes or no question. Do you appreciate him coming?
He's sick.
Oh, my God.
I appreciate him coming. Pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respect. Respect.
But listen, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And until the next time we see y'all. We're looking for a new co-host. G hasn't shown up to a couple shoots. Oh, how do you feel about Oxtail?
They bust. Wow, what's up? Y'all don't fuck with them?
All right. Well, I'm gonna see y'all. Hold up. You think they bust?
Yeah, what? We're Caribbean.
Oh wait, hold. We can't leave. We can't leave yet. We can't leave
Hey,
yet.
we got 15 minutes on the memory card, man.
We can't leave yet
Go ahead,
because
let
this man is a racist.
I'm racist.
He's a
Hold up.
racist.
You said y'all are both of y'all Caribbean? Where you from?
Well, I mean, in a way, yeah, they Guyanese.
Okay. Where you?
I'm American, cuz. I'm just
Oh,
in the
okay.
Guyanese family, so.
I'm in the Guyanese family.
Okay.
So he's FBA.
Mhm.
They're Guyanese.
Mhm.
Do Guyanese eat oxtail?
They eat all type of stuff.
Oxtail, curry, and shit.
He said oxtail is the most disgusting food he's ever had in his entire
it could
life.
be
He's
though.
lying. He's
You
lying.
had it though, or you?
Oxtail is
But
mid
it
to
could be
me.
nasty though for other people because it's not in their culture to normally eat it, so it's not something.
I mean,
that
either
you normally
that
eat, so
or
it
you
could be
probably just
disgusting.
had a bad experience, like a bad trip on drugs.
I never said it was bad. I said it was mid. I've never eaten oxtail and
whoever
said
prepared
like
it prepared it the wrong way.
exactly. That's what I be trying to say. But everybody says I had it wrong. He sent me to a specific location.
Mm-hmm.
He was there to verify.
Yep, I taste
How
it.
did it taste? And as somebody who also thinks oxtail
eat
is good,
oxtail?
I like oxtail.
And
My
you
grandmama
said it
just
wasn't
named it. The one that we went to.
Then it was
It just, yeah, it just
Shit,
probably
man.
You
did.
said what?
He had
Yeah.
a bad look.
Like-
at
That's
it.
it. That's it.
Like
The
above
curry
5
goat
times.
You just
tasted
had bad
like.
luck.
Hold on, curry goat tasted like this.
Y'all went to Jamaican.
Yeah.
I went to
Golden Crust.
two,
Oh,
three,
Golden
three
Crust.
Jamaican
Golden
restaurants,
Crust is
3
not-
Jamaican
nah.
households at least.
Wait,
Nah.
say it again in the mic.
Golden Crust is not legit. You're tripping.
This is
You're tripping
okay.
crust.
Listen.
Sorry.
Listen.
But you-
No,
you
would
had
you
been-
say? Hold on. Would you say fake Jamaicans?
No.
Yes,
Would you
they're
say?
fake
No.
Jamaicans.
Oh,
They are.
hey, give her the mic.
They are.
Please give her the mic. Please
They
give her the
are
mic.
fake
Please.
Jamaicans.
Can you say? Can you say that?
And they're racist
Listen,
to their own people. They are.
I'm not
Oh.
gonna judge that. I'm not gonna
Okay,
judge
listen,
that.
listen. I just have one
but-
question.
First of
Would you
all,
say-
Golden.
No, but
would
it's
you
like
say that a Jamaican that sends somebody for oxtail to a Golden Crust is a fake Jamaican?
First of all, a real Jamaican would never send you
Okay,
to no
okay,
damn
but
Golden
how
Crust.
can you? No.
Hey,
no.
listen, like-
Yo,
like
no,
how
no,
we-
no,
either-
no,
either-
because she has to get
either-
cooked on
no,
TikTok.
you're about to
no,
get
no,
cooked.
you have to.
'Cause
No,
either-
looking at
either
camera.
they're gonna prepare it themselves, like a real Caribbean would do,
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
or they would
Okay.
have somebody else make it, or go to actual West Indian market, or
So-
go to a West Indian place.
so-
Not no damn Golden
So
Crust.
oxtail.
He sent me to College Park
Oxtail-
Golden Crust of Old National. and
that
it
was a setup.
mid, and it
That was a setup.
Oh,
That was
the
a
video
setup.
coming out
He
tomorrow.
definitely
Hold on.
set you up.
Hold on.
He set
He
me up.
set you up.
Hold on,
You
hold
set him
on.
up.
So how can you? How
set
can
him
you
up.
as a Guyanese person, right, make that type of statement on oxtail?
Because I eat oxtail and I know how to cook oxtail and how to make oxtail.
But are you Jamaican though?
Jamaican oxtail and Guyanese oxtail is two different things, though.
Okay, so how can you judge Jamaican oxtail?
I've had
based
it
off of
before.
your-
And I'm
What's
gonna
be-
say
what's better,
Guyanese
Guyanese
is
is
better.
better?
I'm gonna say Guyanese because I am Guyanese.
No.
So don't knock it until you try. it.
Ask her that again, please. Ask her that again because this.
Like
this-
I
Hold
said,
on.
This is
Can
Guyanese.
you sit back so I can?
Okay.
I gotta
You gotta
ask
get
you
your
this.
sound
All
like.
right.
What is better, Jamaican oxtail or Guyanese oxtail?
Guyanese oxtail.
Is it by like a stretch or is like just a little bit better?
Guyanese is better regardless.
Damn.
I'm Guyanese, so I'm gonna always say Jamaican is under.
Way to be proud
mean,
of you, you know
they're-
what I'm saying?
No, seriously, because yes, Guyanese and Jamaicans we make the same type of dishes, but there's still a difference.
Guyanese cook better. Where the Guyanese spots at?
They put they we
Listen,
we
listen.
really
That
put
Jamaican-
our foot
hold
in
up,
it. Okay,
listen,
we
that
put our whole
Jamaican-
foot.
Listen, that Jamaican mac and cheese, I would commit crimes against people who make that. All right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Guyanese people have way better food than Jamaican people?
I mean, Jamaican have they have
No,
good food.
it's a yes or no.
It's good food, but if you want me to be honest, from what I've tasted compared to Jamaican and Guyanese, I'm gonna go with Guyanese.
All right, how you feel about that?
You feel like they're better than Guyanese though?
Do you think Golden Crust is
Artie is speaking
Hold on,
facts
wait,
right now.
wait.
That's
no.
not going into TikTok.
No, it's not. Obviously, it's not.
But why does he
Obviously.
think?
It's real Jamaican food.
No,
It
it's
is,
not.
bro.
My
Yes.
close friends are all real Jamaicans and they all recommend Golden
No, they might be real Jamaican, but their food is not.
Take the mic.
Wait, are we
They
talking
don't-
about that same?
It's not
Take
like
the
they
mic,
make
Artie.
their food
Take the
from.
mic, Artie.
It's not like they make
Take
their
the
food
mic,
from
please.
scratch. They don't sit up here and make their food from scratch. It comes frozen in the truck.
Ooh.
It's already pre.
Fresh, never frozen.
It's not.
Oh,
It's
talk to
not.
him,
They
talk to
don't
him.
make it fresh. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
the beef patties are
Not-
frozen.
Yeah, it's the
Not-
beef
the
patty.
beef-
No. Okay. All right. Go sit at Golden Crust for a day and watch them bring it. They truck it
We're
in.
banned
See-
The US
because of
foods?
him. We're gonna be banned.
Oh, you're banned.
No, not yet. Not yet.
From Golden
It
Crust.
came
Hey,
out
when
yet.
they see this video, boy.
No, we're banned.
Oh.
We're banned.
You should be, because why would you take somebody there? What
Would
is
you
wrong
drive?
with you?
So you would recommend
Whoever
us to
took
go to that
me
one
on
on
the
Old
Golden
He
Crust.
Napkin,
told, bro.
or is there another
And he
Golden
didn't even
Crust we
show
didn't
up
go
to eat
to?
it.
I recommend the Golden Crust right there by South Carolina High School.
Ah, so he took us to
Definitely
the wrong
not. No. Don't go there because they definitely never have food, dude. They always run
Because
out.
it's good. Everyone.
They always run
Well,
out.
that's a good sign, though.
They never
that
have
You
it.
know what I'm saying? They're always busy.
They're not
What's
all
up?
that though. Oh, have you heard about Ionis?
I don't like.
He said
I don't like
Ionis.
Ionis.
Ionis
either.
is fake Jamaican food.
Yeah, I don't like Ionis.
I don't know what they are. I don't think they're
Ooh,
Jamaican.
Leroy.
I don't think they're Jamaican. I think they must be Trinidadian or
Sick.
something.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all this one thing, and then we'll head up out of here. Guy, what was it?
Guyanese.
No,
Yeah.
no, not Guyanese.
Jamaican?
What's the other
Trinidadian?
one? No. Listen, we're going to Africa. What's the
Haitian.
No.
Ghanaian.
Ghanaian or Nigerian jollof rice.
Oh, first of all, we just had some. For yesterday we had some fried rice, African fried rice. First of all, and
You called it.
no, they had they had after somebody brought over African fried rice yesterday to our house, and it tastes similar to jollof. That shit buzz. Jollof is good as hell.
Have you had Nigerian and Ghanaian?
Yeah, jollof. Yeah.
Which one's better?
They're both good. I wouldn't really.
But there is a distinct separation between.
Yeah, it's like.
Hold up, Guyanese and Jamaican oxtail. Though there's a distinct.
Yeah, distinct.
Okay, babe,
for sure, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's two different things.
But which one's better, Artie?
Are you Jamaican?
I mean.
This is why he's Jamaican.
No, I'm not being biased.
So Guyanese against Jamaican.
No, I'm not being biased. It's just there's a lot of.
But we make it different. We make it
There
different.
are
though.
a lot of Indians in Guyana,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't like the curry thing.
No. So the way they so in
different
Guyana,
type
the
of
way
curry.
that the Indians make curry is Indian curry, not the Guyanese curry. They make straight Indian curry, like from India.
And that's not.
It's not the Caribbean way that they make
Okay.
curry.
Okay.
We make curry. They just put shit in they. I don't know what the hell they be.
Have you had Jamaican mac and cheese? Anybody?
I had
Is
What,
it good?
Let me talk to
it
the
depends
Indian
on,
fans. Like,
they do to it.
I don't know what y'all got going on.
I just want you to
It's
know.
It's not like popular over there. Like,
Okay.
mac and cheese for real.
Because people told me about Jamaican mac and cheese. We went. Of course, I got the cabbage from Golden Crust mid. All right.
Yo, but he's a troll though. Is the problem? Because I know,
I'm lying.
and this is bro. This
No,
is why,
because Golden Crust is not all that. It's really not that. It's not that good.
That shit was really mid.
Golden Crust is not.
bro. This is a lot of group thing going on
But
right
the
here,
plantain-
bro.
It's
This
not,
is-
and I'm
this
not
is-
being
the plantain
biased.
was busting though. The plantain was busting. But the goddamn oxtail. If I never eat that oxtail again in my life, I'll be fine.
That's
bro.
the first time I've ever heard you say food isn't good. That's the first time I've ever heard
I
that.
told
I
him
said it wasn't good. I said, man.
if I went to
First
a
time I
cookout-
ever heard you say something like
if
that.
I went
though.
to a cookout and I seen Golden Crust oxtail
What you mean?
and I seen hot dogs, I'm eating hot dogs for sure, 100%.
But that's because you're not.
No, what'd he say? I was listening to
So-
you.
You don't haven't acquired the Caribbean like taste.
I need the good one. All right, jerk chicken bussin', curry chicken bussin'.
From every
That
place you go to?
oxtail, not
Nah,
every
the
place.
way
But
you-
I've had
bro,
good versions of it.
This nigga moms make jerk chicken and shit.
Yo,
I
you're
just
a
think about
racist,
this all
bro.
the time. For
I'm a
sure.
You're
racist.
prejudiced.
Prejudice to Jamaicans.
Listen, y'all getting this video at 6:00. All right.
I like Jamaican food. That oxtail was just not it.
Nothing from that Golden Crust was good.
Except for
we
the
got
plantain.
we got white
That's the only
rice.
thing I'ma give
We
y'all.
got rice and peas. We had cabbage. We had mac and cheese. We had oxtail. Everything was mid.
I mean, you're not gonna really find too many real Jamaican restaurants besides Golden Crust.
Okay. If somebody else got a
Cool Runnings,
household,
all
that-
those, those aren't.
Escovitch.
Oh, Escoviches. That's the most authentic
Escoviches,
Jamaican restaurant you can ever go to.
Scenic Highway.
if I go here,
No.
No, it's
That
My
shit
brother
bust.
owns a real
Family
Jamaican.
owned.
His aunt
It's
owns it.
family
Yeah.
That
owned.
shit bust, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
I'm
Get some
talking about
oxtails
they
from
got
there,
the
bro. That
pineapple
shit
bowl.
bust.
You know, Nick
with
owns
the
that.
fried
Shit,
rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Nick?
all right. How do you spell this place?
The one with the apple.
ESCO. I'm gonna just do the black way.
ESCO
VITCH. Yeah.
VITCH.
I had to guess
You
it.
hear that? The black way.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's like
Don't cop, please. Y'all said, listen, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make a video about it, and I'm gonna tag all of y'all if it's garbage.
No, that's an upscale Jamaican cuisine. So you're gonna get the authentic everything.
So it's gonna be busting though.
and
yeah.
it's kind of taxi a little. It's not
Yes,
that
upscale.
bad, but-
It's gonna-
Listen, y'all heard it here first. They said it's gonna be good.
Bro, you're gonna feel like you're in Jamaica, bro. They got a DJ.
Oh, that shit
It's lit,
bust,
it's
bro. I
lit,
ain't
it's
gonna cap. They
lit.
bust, bro. That shit
It's
bust.
lit.
All right,
I fuck with
man.
Ionis though. Y'all tripping. I don't know what's wrong with y'all niggas. Taste bud.
I don't need they be rude first of all.
That don't got nothing to do with the food.
But they be rude to their
That's
own
like
people,
the shot.
Jamaican.
The shot ain't got nothing to do with it coming off the screen. I'm just worried about the end
They're
result.
like nobody else is not
This
Jamaican. And
way?
it's the same thing with Golden Crest. They don't like nobody else who's not Jamaican if they're Caribbean. And they,
You know what I say? Fuck them. Guess what? I'm still getting my food.
Golden Crest.
Hold up. So they treat like people who aren't Jamaican when they
Yeah,
walk
like
in?
you could be Caribbean, and once they hear your accent, it's cut.
They probably gave you a bad batch because they seen you wasn't Jamaican.
And Sheik was like, "Hey, give me the good pieces."
But she did. Why she walk all the way
she
over
was
there?
slamming shit in there, boy.
Yeah, because she walked over to the side. I didn't even see what she was doing. I was looking at the food and shit.
That's probably why you never had a good experience.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Have you ever went with the Jamaican?
Listen, I can't tell that story. Listen, we'll see y'all later. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that. Say stuff.
Yeah.
Peace.